Hello.
Hello.
Hi, friends.
How is
Hello.
everyone
How is
doing?
everyone doing
Look who we have here
tonight?
today.
Another special guest. Dun, 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 dun,
Steph. Here
Hi, everyone.
we are. Here we are.
Welcome in.
Valley Talk episode 12.
12. I can't believe
That's
it.
kinda
I say that
crazy.
every time.
12.
I'm like
Episode
12
12.
whole episodes.
You like
And
all of our
this
shirts? We're representing the Lobito pack.
The Libido pack.
And
Yep.
you can show off the Valley Talk merch.
It's Valley Talk too.
I did not get. You see, I am the odd man out. Did you guys see that? Everybody, pay attention to what's happening here.
You're in the
Listen,
middle. You're in the
listen,
middle.
Linda, listen.
The libido merch is so cute, though.
It is so cute.
She is
I
beauty. She is
love
grace.
Okay, we need to thank some people. Gabe and Tay, thank you so much for the 6 months. Anna, thank you for the 29 months. And thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Anna,
Tiana, thank you
let's
for
go.
9 months. And Kimmy, thank you for 11 months.
That's
I
awesome.
appreciate it so much. Thank y'all for being here. We have somehow a lot to talk about, but a little to talk
Yeah.
about. All at the same
It's
time.
a lot about
But like
a lot about
though.
a little.
a lot about
Right.
a little. Yeah.
I
I feel like this
about
episode's
nothing.
gonna be kind of different from our usual episodes.
Yeah.
Since we're addressing some more of the negative sides of things on DDV's, side. So I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting chat. I think everybody's kind of feeling the same way though, and I guess we'll figure out how similar we all feel by the end of this episode. So
I am very curious because we had a little discussion about it in my Discord the other day. And it seemed like for the most part, everyone was kind of feeling the same way. There were still definitely people who weren't feeling that way. So who knows? But I think it is something that needs to be discussed because there are still like a lot of things being thrown around, and as per usual, I disagree with a lot of the stances.
I would have never seen that coming.
No, Kato, please, not at all.
You know. Lily Marie, thank you for the 14 months. Thank y'all so much for being here. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to go subscribe to Kay and Steph if y'all haven't already. They're linked down in the description. I'm sure my mods will also be shouting them out throughout the night.
Yes,
do we just want to jump right into it, or do we want to start with something different? What are y'all thinking?
I think jump right into it. I think based on just reading through your Discord thread, I'm like very curious to see how we align up, because it seems like a lot of people are experiencing or feeling the same way we are with the game, which is overall kind of just disappointed, maybe unhappy right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? What's a good word to describe it?
I feel unmotivated. I feel frustrated.
I think there's also a little underlying like burnout, I think.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the other stuff is what's causing that like layer of burnout.
Yeah. I think before we even start, I think I can speak for the three of us when I say we still have so much love for the game. So this is not coming from a place that's meant to be like hateful. It's not coming from a place to say that this is not a game that we're not going to continue to play and enjoy, but it is coming from a place as players and also as creators that we want to see some improvements, some changes, and just overall, our thoughts of where DDV is as a game currently. And it's meant to be constructive, for us, ourselves, and also the community. So it's not that we don't love the game. We still love the game, but there's some issues right now and we should address it.
Yeah. I mean, we have a whole freaking podcast about it. I think we like the game.
There's a love.
And here's the thing about it. I feel like we've been so overwhelmingly positive throughout almost all of the controversy surrounding Dreamlight Valley, surrounding Gameloft, surrounding everything. I feel like we've managed to stay positive throughout it all. And so
Yeah.
I almost feel I was honestly a little bit hesitant to do this and to talk about it because I feel like our negativity is going to sound even more negative because we haven't been constantly negative, you know, because
Right.
it's like we're normally like uplifting, like this is great, it's fine,
Yeah.
everything's gonna be fine.
We
And this
always
is
try to see the
finally
positive
the
side.
point where I'm just like, do
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fine? Yes, but there is one major issue that I have a problem with, but there's just a lot of things that they have to figure out.
Yeah.
And we did start early. Okay, here's the thing. We're all experiencing weather, bad weather right now.
Yeah.
weather is kinda
So there
ridiculous.
is, we have no idea what's going to happen. For me, the weather is supposed to get worse the later it gets. So everything got canceled tonight that I had initially, and we're just trying to. We tried to start as soon as we could
Yeah.
because we want to make sure that we can actually have it. So
Get
if
through
something
everything.
happens, it's because somebody's power went out.
There it is.
So,
If my power goes out,
much.
you just replace me with the stick figure. We'll be fine.
okay, perfect.
Oh.
So that's sorry for the confusion about when we
Yeah.
started, but hopefully people will start to trickle in, and there's always the VOD if you miss it, you know? We got people overseas who are gonna have to watch it tomorrow anyway. So, you know, everyone can watch it later.
It'll be great. It'll be
It'll be
great.
fine.
Okay. So the number, okay.
I don't even know where
I'm
to
just
start.
gonna say the
yeah.
number one issue for me right now.
Okay.
And it's
Maybe we
the-
should do that. We should each like talk about what's the number one issue we have right
Yeah.
now.
For me, the number one issue is the camera mode in the camera in the furniture mode. That's
Yeah.
my number one. Number one problem. I'm sure as we talk through all of this stuff, there will be more issues that I have.
Yeah.
But how about
But
y'all?
right
Do
now,
y'all have
that's
a
your number
different opinion, or are we all on the same page? That's like number one.
I just don't get it. Here's the biggest thing about the camera that I think Kato, you brought this up. Steph, you were telling me about this too, because originally I was thinking this was a bug or a glitch. But then y'all were saying how it's not like, it doesn't seem like it's a bug or a glitch because it's not going in and out. Like everybody's camera mode is this way. So like if it was a bug, there would be someone who's like, oh yeah, no, mine is normal, whatever. And I haven't seen a single person say that their camera has been normal. So did they just change it to be like this? And if so, what is the thought process?
This is my number one concern. And this, like I was telling Steph last night, we keep calling it a glitch. Okay. Or that's what I see people referring to it as. And it could very well be. But when I think about a glitch, I think about something that's impacting a small percentage of players and not something that is affecting
The same for
literally everyone. And
Everybody,
that's
yeah.
why I think this is such a big problem. And that's why I think everyone is so frustrated because it's impacting every single person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it very well may be like something happened and they will fix it in the next update. But that's my other issue. Why are they so against doing hot fixes and fixing something between an update? And why will they not just say, hey, we are aware that this is happening and we do intend to fix it? That's where I'm frustrated because what's going to happen when in 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the line, we get the next update, we all log in and our camera mode is still messed up? Are we just going to be like, oh, this is how it is now? Are we going to
Yeah.
have to wait for the next update?
Like what's
Or
what's the information? Yeah.
Yeah, and what I don't want them to end up doing is like 2 updates down the line, they decide they want to add a pose or something. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, we have this new camera feature. Like, no,
Yeah.
don't pull the doors.
Yeah.
Don't pull the doors with me. Like, this is not a new camera feature. You're just putting something back in That should have never been taken out.
Right.
So it's like, I'm hoping it's not something along those lines either, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, again, I think that this has slowly started to become a bigger and bigger issue with DDV, the lack of communication. They started off, as we talked about multiple times on the podcast, they started off very communicative, very responsive to people's, especially in early access, like really responsive to people's feedback. And like now it's just radio silence. I really haven't seen them tweet anything of importance or addressing anything since the Monsters Inc. update dropped. It's just those same old promos like, oh, premium shop this, blah, 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 that. But it's like, with this camera mode glitch, my biggest issue with it is like, there are people who have dedicated not only their entire channels, but Pinterest, like literally Instagram pages dedicated to decorating and posting these pictures of their creations. And you are completely neglecting an entire community of people who are decorating in this game, who can't, one, get the screenshots they need without going to extreme links, and two, are struggling to do what they love to do the most in the game, which is decorate. And you won't even tweet to say, sorry guys, this is a new update, we had to change it because X, Y, and Z, or tweet and say this is a known bug. Like, how hard is it to just say this is a known bug?
That's what I don't understand.
I'm literally to the point, and I've said this like 12 times, but like, is there 2 people?
I don't know.
Who works at K-pop?
They recently, not too long ago, I want to say a few weeks ago, they had posted their Trello showing all the issues or like the bugs that they were aware of. Nowhere was the camera mentioned in the issues. So that's what makes me nervous, because how is that not on there?
That stresses me out.
I don't get it.
Bad. That stresses
if
me
it's
out
not
so
fixed in the next update, I don't know. I cannot decorate in a bird's eye view and have to back out of my furniture mode every time I want to see what it looks like.
It literally makes no sense. It makes no sense. Not only does it make decorating harder, but it's just like, again, like I said, everything's harder. Everything is just more, and it was better the way that it originally was. So it's like, if it's not an accident and that's what you intended, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that's not the case. Why? Who's at the team saying this is the pros of having the camera this way? Because last time I checked, everybody also was saying, give us free range. Like, not only is this more limiting than what we are already asking for, but now it's just like, people have been talking about being able to just free range any direction, any angle, like take pictures. And it's just it's so bizarre that it's like that the camera is like this, and it's so frustrating. And one thing that I have to say too, to preference like all of these problems that we have, is I'm the type of person, like, bugs don't normally bother me that much. If they're like bugs that really affect me being able to play the game, that's a whole nother thing, which I know we'll talk about. But like, when you have something like this, all the other tiny little things that are also bugging the game
come out,
really
start to really like,
they feel that flame. Now it's not only I'm frustrated about this, but I'm also, this is annoying the heck out of me. This is happening.
And then this is bothering me. And now you start, like, by nature, you're going to start nitpicking.
Yeah.
One of the biggest, so far I haven't really seen anyone in chat having too much of a different opinion. The only thing I have seen people say is, when we kind of talk about like, why are they not addressing it? I have seen the point of like, they can't address all the complaints. They can't do this. Okay, here is my response to that. No, they can't address every single complaint that comes in. That's ridiculous. They can't address Sally Sue has this one issue. She's the only person in the world who's having this one glitch. Obviously, they can't make a tweet about that. They can't make a tweet about every single issue the game is having. Right. This is something that every single player is dealing with.
Y'all remember update day.
And all they would have to say is, we changed it. My only thinking is maybe they like are just going to change it back with the next update, and they don't even want to address it because they made this change and now they're like regretting that they made this change. I can't think of any other reason.
This is literally their social media team right now.
Yeah, they're just hiding. They're literally
There's just nobody in the seat.
There's
But
nobody there.
why?
Who are we talking? Hello? Who are we talking
Okay.
to?
So I have a question though. Let's say, right, hypothetically speaking, this was an intended change and they have zero like plans to change it back. How do y'all feel?
I'm not okay. I'm not.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What
I
are,
will
what are
not,
we doing? What are we doing?
I'm not decorating in the
I
game.
I
It's just-
regret deleting my entire valley at that point because I'm not decorating again.
What's the point?
I'll do a dream snap, but
Let's lead it into something else. The camera mode sucks right now.
let's just okay. I've seen a lot of people asking what's wrong with the camera mode, so let me stop you for just a second. Sorry
Okay,
to
yeah,
interrupt,
yeah.
but let me
No,
just
you're fine.
explain for anyone who doesn't know. When you go into furniture mode, you used to be able to drop the camera down and be at the same viewpoint as you are when you're walking around the valley. So like you're down, so you can see what you're decorating and what it looks like. You can move the camera freely around for the most part in furniture mode. Now, all you can do is decorate from a bird's eye view looking down at your valley above, like you're God trying to put little chess pieces down or whatever. I don't understand, but
Yeah.
that's what it is now. Like you have no other option. You're just kind of moving around
you're
like
here,
this.
You have here the middle and the bottom. We used to be able to go all the way to the bottom, and now it stops.
And now
at
it
the middle.
stops.
Yeah.
It
That's
doesn't
as
let
low
you,
as you can go.
bring it down a bit.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry for stopping you.
No, it's fine. I was just I'm glad that we explained that too, because I didn't realize that some people didn't know what the decorating glitch or bug or change was. But like in addition to that, you have the camera mode being wonky right now.
Mhm.
Let's just talk about the other things that's wrong with decorating. There's a bug where when you put down furniture, it goes right back into your inventory. You've been decorating for 40 minutes straight. You finally get everything in their perfect place. You're happy with how it looks. You exit out the little star circles and circles and circles and circles and circles and circles. And then you load in and they put down rocks and trees in other places. All the furniture is back in. They've completely redesigned everything that you did. And now you have to do it all over again.
This one is so funny to me because it happens to you more than it literally anybody. Like
yeah, anyone,
it
anybody else
happens
I've
to
ever
me
seen.
a couple times every now and then, but like yours is every time.
And
Every
it's
time.
not just like little, it's not like one or two things. It's like if I put the counters
It'll
in
be
a
like
row,
half of what you decorated.
half of it's gone. It's just gone. So you have that. You have wallpaper. Okay, the ability to not center things bothers me.
Oh, yeah.
It's so infuriating. But when I apply wallpaper that has like lines in it or something to my wall, and the wallpaper clips at an awkward spot, it just feels like so lazy to me. And
Mhm.
so when you take this camera glitch and then you take some of the things in the furniture mode, and Kato, I think, did you tweet about this? You said something where it was like, I can't remember. You said something like, the more stuff that we get, I think it was in Discord. You said the more items that we collect, you're scrolling
Scrolling through.
forever.
endless scroll. They have to do something about the
We have
like pulling things
thousands.
out of inventory for you to
Mhm.
decorate.
A
That
search
needs
bar.
to change.
Yeah, like it's like when you
The
take
the pathing not working
Oh.
properly right now because the pathing does not work well.
I legit almost had a conniption on stream on update day. I thought I was gonna lose it. I had to get out of there fast. I was trying to I had to hit escape in order to get out of the paving mode, which the paving mode is already terrible.
Oh yeah,
it's
hitting
already,
escape. Oh my
It's already
gosh,
bad.
I know what
And
you're
so
talking
now you
about.
have to do the escape
The
thing in
escape
order
key.
to like pull it.
Mhm.
So then I have to re-click to drag and drop.
Oh,
And if
the
you make a
re-click.
mistake because you're dragging it and you can only drag it forward, backwards, left, or right. So if you make a mistake, then you have to hit exit, re-grab it, and drag it. It's like
Yeah.
it's actually terrible. Like I hate to sound so negative, but it's literally terrible.
I thought my
And
brain was malfunctioning when I
Oh.
couldn't get it to work. I'm like, have I ever played this game before?
I thought I was
It's
about to
just
pass out.
pathing.
Yeah, I was like, okay, what is happening right now? And so it's like when you combine, again, it's one of those things when you combine all of those things with also taking away a camera that worked perfectly fine the way it was, it's just kind of like I'm not touching decorating. I just have no desire to decorate because I don't
Mhm.
want to deal. I just don't want to deal with it. And so, like you said, if they don't fix it, part of DDV, or I would beg to argue that decorating is half that game.
Yes. And that's why it's so frustrating
Yes.
because it's like, okay, the camera thing was, I don't know if it was like the one that just finally set me off. I think the fact that it's everyone that's dealing with it, I'm pretty sure everyone's also dealing with the paving issue.
The paving issue.
I think the furniture disappearing is kind of hit or miss. Not everyone gets that one. And it's like, it's Temu version. Your game is way worse than everyone else's.
I definitely got the Wish version.
But a lot of the other, like, there are so many right now that are happening to everybody.
Yes.
And that's the issue for me. And a lot of them are surrounded by or are dealing with decorating. And so it's just like they're all, like you said, just piling on. And that's why we told you at the beginning, like, this, we love the game. But this is going to be a more negative episode because they're not fixing these issues.
Or
and
even
it's-
addressing them.
No.
No.
And here's my thing about DDV. Well, two things I want to address. Pat said, why are we playing the game if it's so awful? Twofold to that, the game is not awful. I was still even at this point, would not describe DDV as an awful game. I would describe it as buggy right now, but I would still say it's a great game. I love the game. Am I playing it as much as I used to? Absolutely not. I'll be honest with everybody in chat. I used to play off camera. I don't play off camera anymore. There are other bugs that make my game unplayable personally right now, but I'm playing the game significantly less right now. So there's that part of it, but I don't think that it's I think it was, who was it that just said, Bailey said, it's a great game. I feel like the bugs are going to ruin it long term. And that's more so, I think our concern is like, again, we can play the game. I was just playing last night and talking to Steph and telling Steph, like, there are things that I just love about it so much. But if these are bugs that continue to affect the game over time with little to no communication, then it's going to become a much bigger issue than it is now. Like, and so that's the big issue.
So I think for me, it's becoming a big issue because this leads into what my biggest issue with DDV is, which is the questing.
Oh no.
If I have to get somebody 5 more bars of iron, I may actually lose my mind. I don't want to give anyone any more gifts. I don't want to go fetch anything. So for me, it's like, okay, if the questing is not necessarily entertaining me as much as it used to, the only other thing left for me to do in the game is decorate. But then the decorating is all glitched out.
What do you do?
What's a girl to do at this point?
Right.
Run around?
You could play Scramble Coin.
I almost beat that. I'm almost at the 300.
3 hours of Scramble Coin.
Can I ask y'all something though? Like, it's Gameloft, right? This is a seemingly pretty large company that we're talking about. Why is it that games like Coral Island can roll out hot fixes like hot cakes? Like,
I don't
immediately
know.
they're just like, oh, this bug. 2 weeks later, they're like, here's a hot fix to fix like 20 different bugs. Like, the fact that Gameloft, I don't know, is either against hot fixes or what, but like, what do you guys speculate is the issue? Like, why could a team of their size not roll out hot fixes for at least, let's just say 3 of the however many bugs there are? You know, you could try to fix some of the bigger bugs that are bothering people the most. Like, is there a reason? Like, Sage just said, even Stardew, there's one dev. And it's update. Like,
literally, he just announced he's doing another update to fix more bugs. And I think he has like a tiny team now, but it's literally like 3 people.
I don't care how small their team is. You got to fix your game. If you have to postpone your update, fine. You need to fix the stuff that is going on because
nobody's going to play an update with a game that's buggy.
I don't understand their thought process because you're losing so many people. I don't know if I should say this. If I wasn't making content about Dreamlight Valley, I don't know if I'd be playing right now.
Ooh. I'm not playing right now.
I'm not playing off stream. I did it to finish my star path because if I didn't, I knew I was going to get pow-pows from everybody.
When I log into my game, I'm running in slow motion. Baywatch, baby. It's this is me. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but
With the
I am
music in the
just
background.
music. You might as well cue the music. I am literally like glitch, slow motion, glitch, like that is. I literally can't play. So when I am off stream, I'm not done. I'm so sorry. I wish it was a joke. Like I really wish that I was kidding. But like when I say I have a game-breaking bug that I reached out to the team about, and they literally sent me through like all these steps. I told them none of those steps worked. And then they said, oh yeah, this is a bug we know about. So we will try to fix it at a later date.
And for
I'm just stuck with
you,
it.
as someone who makes content, it's like you don't know any given day when you log onto the game you're about to stream
Oh yeah.
and you're moving like that. Like, what are you supposed to do?
It's happened before, and the only places that I don't have the slow motion running bug, I don't even know what to call it. I can go inside of buildings and it's normal, but when I'm out in the valley, that's the issue. So I just went inside and decorated. But like now I either have to cancel a stream, or just like when I was trying to make content, like I'll log in and try to record a video, and I literally can't record a video because I have this bug where I'm running around and it just looks crazy. So I'm just like, exit back out. And I'm definitely not playing the game in my own leisurely time, logging in to see that bug. Like I'm not even, no, I'm back out. So it's just not great for me.
I did play off camera, like away from stream. I needed to like finish the star path. I've been working on questing. But
Yeah,
to Steph's point, it's like, man, those quests right now.
I started doing one because I think I'm at the level 10 one with Eve. And I have to use this hourglass tool, which I really just want to break that tool in half at this point. I just snap it right over my knee, because if I have to shoosh all over the place trying to find one more sock, I'm gonna lose my mind. And so I literally just turned off the game. I said I can't do this, and I just cut it off.
Yeah.
And I was trying.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the questing. You brought it up.
I did. And I'm a quest girly.
I'm a quest
from the
girly.
beginning.
Love the questing. And I originally starting out in DDV, I raved about the questing. Like I just love the questing. It's so much fun.
So did I.
And I'm just getting to a point to where it's like, just like you said, these fetch quests, they've always had fetch quests, right? Like that's not anything new. And I don't necessarily mind the fetch questing too much, but it's like fetch questing for an infant. Like literally anybody could do it. And I know there are going to be people in the chat that say, you know, this game has kids playing it and kids have to be able to do X, Y, and Z. And
I don't know what kid is reading the novels that I have trouble reading in this game, but it ain't mine.
Listen, I did one of Mike's quests where I had to make a nasty hot dog or something, and they were like, I talked to Remy gave me some ingredients. I had to go back to Mike told me what to cook. I had to cook it, go back to Mike, talk to Mike sent me to Remy, went to Remy to give him the hot dog. He said it tastes bad, gave it back to me, told me go back to Mike. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Why did we do that? Why didn't y'all just give me the recipe, make the recipe, have him taste it, tell him he didn't like it, and then we move on? Like, I don't like, that's just too much back and forth, especially in an area like Dreamlight Valley, where it's just like one open space for the most part. You're just running back and forth.
Yeah.
And there's no cutscenes. There's nothing to kind of like make it a little bit more interesting. Like there's no cutscene showing Remy biting into the dog and being like, or whatever. It's just chat, take it back, give it back to this person. Ta-da, then we're done.
Yeah. Haley has a good point. And now it's gone. Oh, I missed the main storyline. I wish they'd release more of it. And you know what? I think that's it for me, is that I don't even have any interest in reading these quests because it has nothing to do with anything.
No.
Like, I don't know if y'all have seen me questing. She's not reading it. We're just clicking through.
I've been skipping through it. Yeah, I've been skipping through it for a while. At this point, I know nothing that's going on with these new characters. All I know is Jack Skellington wanted me to ask 50 people what their favorite holiday was, and then it created 4 more quests within that one quest, because now I have to get them each their specific things for their favorite holiday.
That was
and
a lot. And then they didn't even tell you that they split the quest off. Like somebody in my chat, maybe I'm an idiot, but somebody in the chat was like, oh, you have to go back into your quest, and now it's like marked off into a separate quest. So then you have to track that one. And like, I was like, I didn't even know that was like a thing. Like there was nothing to tell me that it split off from the main quest. So I was like confused. It was a whole thing. Yeah. But here's my question. What do you guys think? Because constructive criticism, I think, is important.
Mm-hmm.
What could make the questing better? Like you mentioned, is it the storyline? What would you like to see as a different type of questing in this type of game? Because I try to think about it, and I'm not necessarily drawing blanks. I just don't know exactly how they could
make it better.
They need quests like the end of Act 1, the forgetting. When we were in the castle, we had to do all those little puzzles. And stuff.
Yes. I also like, and Nicole brought it up too, the Cave of Wonders quest in Eternity Isle, and like the little puzzles that you had to do inside of that. It was giving like shrines, you know, Breath of the Wild type of thing.
Like one of those very
it was beautiful. It was that quest I actually thoroughly enjoyed. I did that full one on stream, and that was fun.
Yeah. Like the one in the cave on Dazzle Beach, when we had to go down and you had to guess which vegetable had to be planted. You remember that one? It was like one of the very first early game ones. Those were like a lot of
those were fun.
More puzzles.
Those were fun. So more like that.
Yeah. Okay.
They've definitely had some where they have hit, and then but then it's like they
leveling
I'm
up.
just imagining there are 3 different people at Gameloft, right? Mm-hmm. One of them is writing 700 different fetch quests for us to do. One of them is writing the 3 quests that we like. And then the third one is coming up with some stupid quest that we'll never figure out on our own with potatoes that has no relevance to anything, and we're never going to know what anything means, and there's just random potatoes you have to find, and you have to literally like glitch through the map to get them. Like, it just, what are y'all doing?
I don't know. It seems like directionless almost.
They're definitely not on the same page.
They almost got it with the Mike and Sully update. They almost got it.
Almost
when we were in there, and I was like, this is so cool, because you had to move the little carts like back and forth, and it was like this little puzzle, but it's too simple. Again, I know people are going to say, well, kids have to figure it out, but I'm like, kids are playing such advanced games these days. Like, I just don't see DDV making a puzzle that's too difficult for someone like myself to figure out, or just even slightly more involved. That these kids are playing Minecraft and building huge buildings and Roblox, and they can literally Google anything. Like, I don't foresee kids at the age that they're supposed to be playing a game like this having any trouble. And any kid younger than that is not questing anyway. They're just running around.
Yeah. And it's similar to what you said. It could just be more involved, even if it's not necessarily more difficult. There's a way to make it more involved, even without making it the most complicated thing in the world either.
I agree.
But I just refuse that this notion that kids can't do it is insane to me. My 5-year-old can figure out Zelda, can figure out Kirby, can figure out Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, even before he was reading, he could play Pokemon without even reading the words. So like
he was just figuring
it out. Kids can figure it out.
I think that kids will probably figure it out faster than I would.
Right.
Yeah, to be honest.
Like, to be honest, that might make me sound like an idiot, but I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure kids could probably figure the puzzles out quicker than I could.
Yeah.
Literally.
The only thing that my son is confused about is he thinks that Stardew Valley is somehow correlated with Disney Dreamlight Valley. That's the only thing. Okay? Yeah, my son wants to play Fortnite. Like, if they could figure out a little puzzle.
Now, tell me, is this a unpopular opinion, though? Like, do y'all think with the game not being free to play anymore that they should have cutscenes done by now? Like, is the game just always gonna have like oh, look, I'm getting my legs back. And then it goes
Black
black
screen.
and then
And
pop back
then-
up. And they're like, thank you so much for helping me with that quest. Like, there's just nothing, like nothing to see. Cause I think
That's
that's also
crazy.
affecting me a bit, that it's just like, I'm supposed to use my imagination to envision what happens after I give these potions. Like the potions, it makes something explode and everybody was like, wow, that was a huge ruckus, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I didn't see a thing.
I didn't.
Babe.
You saw a
There
black
was
screen.
not a single explosion.
Right.
So like, is that, I don't know. Am I being like,
Did they ever
nitpicky?
say that they were going to do more cutscenes?
Yeah.
Or
Not
that's
that
just
I
something we
saw.
hoped for?
yeah, I feel like because they had that clipping that I remember playing early games and thinking like, oh, there's probably going to be a cutscene at some point in the future for this, because it felt so
Harsh
early
and
access
weird.
to
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt so disconnected. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's an early access. I remember saying it on stream, like it's early access game. Like they're probably going to input some kind of cutscene there. So
Okay. So yeah, maybe I'm the minority here. I wish that there was, I don't even know the percentage. I would be so much happier if there was like 50% less questing, but we got the cutscenes and
Okay.
the questing was like puzzle based or whatever
Okay.
they decided to do. I know we keep mentioning puzzles. They're the game developers. Figure something out.
Right.
Yeah.
Make
Like
it fun.
it's not
That's
my
what you're
it's not
supposed to
my
be doing.
responsibility.
but the
to
thing
make
is
the
that we
game.
know that they can because they've done it with some
They've
of the
done it.
quests. And
Like
I'd
the
be-
Olaf quest had a really cute cutscene.
Yeah. I'd be literally willing to bet that most people would if you could pick a certain set of quests, like if they did a survey and say, what did you think about X, Y, and Z quests? We'd probably all align on the quests that were just a little bit more involved, more puzzle driven. Like I'd be willing to bet that people were more interested in that. And I think they even asked that on the last survey. They said something about adding more puzzles into the game. Would that be something that you're interested in? And I remember on Valley Talk, everybody was like, yes, like absolutely. So it's like, the feedback is there. All y'all have to do is do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, what do y'all think their focus is right now?
Premium shop.
Premium shop. I don't know.
But is
making money?
it? I mean, they're really
I
not
mean,
like pumping out
any-
that many premium shop things, in
Well,
my
if you
opinion.
think- up until this week though, which is also, I think we're coming to the end of this Star Path, which means we have an update coming soon. Up until this week, we've had a new item in the shop every week.
That's true. This is the
Since
only
the
week that we
update.
didn't have anything technically.
New.
I guess I'm just so used. I'm so used to Fortnite now,
Where
who
it's
has
every
a
day.
new shop every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, you got to remember they're not going to do every day because the fact that they're not free to play anymore. So they
Well, people
gotta
would lose
they
it
gotta
anyway.
rein it
Nobody
in. a little
ever
bit.
Okay,
have used them.
but hear me out. Hear me out. I think they should do it every day because as the game grows and as they get more and more premium shop items, as they're adding these Star Path items into the premium shop, if you start late, you're never going to get everything if you want everything. I think
Yeah,
they
you'll
should be
never catch
refreshing
up.
it every day. And I think you would be like, oh, okay, I'll get this today. I can pass on
Mhm.
this. It'll come back. And, because like if I pass on something in Fortnite, I'm like, oh, it'll come back in a couple months and then I'll get it then.
Now, there's twofold. I agree. I think that having new stuff to check every day. I don't even play Fortnite. And I'm logging on to be like, what kind of skin?
What's
dropped
in
out
there
here
today?
Log in.
And I think that there is literally endless possibilities for what could be in the shop. So like, but I'm losing faith, and here's why: because y'all are not even like they're not even doing well with dream snaps right now. Like you're literally doing repeat dream snaps. So I'm starting to think that the creative team has just lost all insight of like what are they going to make and put in the shop? I don't know. So there's like that side of it that's like worrying for me. But then
Mhm.
you also have the side where people are, let's be honest, community is not going to love it. It's going to be the FOMO.
I need to leave for this. I need to leave for this.
no, but
Before
like,
I
really,
say
do-
something, I need to leave for this part because I just so vehemently disagree. And
I know.
and if I had been playing Fortnite prior to all of our other conversations about the premium shop, oh, you best believe I would have been coming harder for this
Yeah.
topic. Because now I understand the other games and how they do it. And I get
Or
it.
why they do it.
It's not free to play. I get it. However, this game gives you plenty of opportunity to earn the currency, which Fortnite really doesn't. Like, you get a couple V-Bucks by playing the battle pass or whatever.
Yeah, but you're not getting.
But you're not
You're not
getting
getting
all
enough
this
to-
stuff, right?
Yeah.
to get all the stuff all the skins
As opposed
that you
to
want. Not at all.
Dream Snaps. I've been doing it since the beginning, and I have like 50,000 moonstones at this point.
I mean, but I would be very curious to ask the community, would you rather have more stuff that you know is going to rotate around, or less stuff that you know that you're going to be able to afford when it comes, like at that moment?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, which one would you prefer? Because for me personally, I like the idea of being able to have more new stuff to choose from, and maybe not knowing when it's going to come back, but feeling confident in that it is going to come back. So I wouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, I would love more stuff. And I just feel like there's endless like there's endless things. I don't know, like sometimes there are items that come into the premium shop that kind of rejuvenate my excitement for the game, if that makes sense. Like, you'll get a new house skin and it's like, oh my God, like the tavern thing. You know, like we got that Ducky Tavern, and I'm like, oh, I want to do a coffee, little old timey coffee shop type of situation. And I dedicated a whole stream to it. Like, it was exciting, So it's like those kinds of things in the shop can really excite you to play the game. So I think having more of that could be a great way to, like, keep people interested.
And it gives you a reason to log in every day. If it was refreshing every day,
Yeah.
you'll want to go in to see like what's new.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to point out two things in the chat here. Number one, someone needs to go check on Kellen, who just said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Kato. That is 4 crazy words that you should never say together.
Somebody check her
I'm going to
temperature.
take a picture of that just because
And
we may need
then-
to put that somewhere.
And then I also would like to point out, because I have purchased moonstones in the past. Everyone knows this. Kato package, blah, 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 whatever. Jade, however, Jade Mist Gaming, I have never had to spend a dime on moonstones and have everything from the premium shop. So I just want to point out for y'all that it is possible to do your dream snaps, get enough moonstones, and get everything from the premium shop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to take some time, and this is where I think the more frequent refreshes would make it possible, because it's like, okay, I'll get my moonstones and then it'll come back around. I don't know if I necessarily think there needs to be more stuff added. I just think they need to go through the stuff that we have at a more frequent.
Instead of once a week, just more often rotating.
Yeah, because like there's so many items at this point, plus all the Star Path stuff, or add more pages.
What am I missing though? It's Disney. You could release Cinderella heels and release them in 12 colors, and every week they could be in a different color. You could have skins for tools that there are so many options for skins. You could have skin with vines. You could have skins with mushrooms. You could have skins with sparkles. You could have skins with purple glow. The opportunities of the types of items that you could put in the shop are endless.
Yeah.
You could break down one item from every movie, from every character, and recolor that so many different ways, and then put that in the premium shop for people to purchase. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a no-brainer. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just as simple as changing the color. And I'm not a developer, and I know it's just as simple as just changing a color.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much that they can do, especially when I've seen everybody being in their Fortnite era right now. When I go in just to look at stuff, because I buy skins and barely play because I have a problem. But there's like, the way I see how they do the pickaxes and the gliders, and I'm like, seeing the potential of what Disney can do with the Disney licensing of stuff, the cute stuff that they could be making. I don't know. I don't know why they don't do more of it. I don't know. Do
I
we
don't
know if they've experienced any like layoff situation or anything? Because I do see like that's
I don't
happening for
know.
some games. Like,
Maybe. I mean, they've been so quiet. If they came out tomorrow, somebody was like, massive layoff, I would literally not be surprised because it just seems like something's going on. And let's be honest, DDV always comes through. Like, don't get it twisted. They might take a little bit longer and they may not respond to feedback, which is frustrating, but they always come through and they usually have addressed or fixed a lot of the community's concerns. So like, I have to give them that. I have to give them their props, like I can't sit up here and say like, it's never going to get fixed. I'm sure the next fix is going to be extensive and fix a lot of issues. It's just the how long it's taking with no communication that's part of the issue. But I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but I personally feel like they always come through on like most of the things that need to be fixed or righted in the game. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, like if they come back, like this next update, if they come through and they fix all these problems that we're having, I will gladly come on here and say, props
Yay,
to
they did it.
Gameloft. Thank you. Like
Snaps.
I will give them those
Snaps to
props. And I
Gameloft.
feel like we've proven that. We have given them props when they've deserved it. Right now, they don't deserve it. Right now, I'm frustrated.
Right
I
now,
like-
they need a little tough love.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And Nicholas asks, here's a divot to the conversation. What would the Fab 3 want to see change in Dreamlight Valley? Like, what do you need to log in every day? Like, what do you need to see? The list is extensive. Where should we start?
A functioning game.
Here's my thing. I think there are a couple of things that DDV absolutely needs to consider changing now or soon in order to keep the community that they have playing this game. Number one thing that we have to remember is that there are way too many options for games for you to go this long with bugs and other issues, because it takes a second for someone to stop playing and get hooked on another game and then they never come back. Or if they do come back, they come back in months. And I speak from experience with that. Like if you go too long with someone just being fed up or annoyed or frustrated with the game, they lose that happy feeling that they get or had when they were playing it. So like, that's one thing to keep in mind. But like for me, you have to start looking at the things, the quality of life things that need to be implemented into the game. We've got thousands and thousands and thousands of furniture items. We need to be able to search. We need to be able to beautify our valleys. We need to be able to toggle on and off herbs, the night thorns, those freaking big glowing time bending bubbles that are just in front of houses. Like, and the thing is like, I can't even remove them. Like I actually have to go into these bubbles, time bend at least once and then leave for it to go away. Because if I go into it and then leave, it just pops right back up. So there's all these little things that you're having to do every day, and you have to imagine your player base. You have a side to players of people who are just starting out in DDV and are going to be picking up all of these things. And then you have people who have been playing for a year that have 4,000 oregano in a box somewhere and don't want to pick up any oregano, or have like 12 storage chests filled with sticks that don't need to be picking up sticks anymore. So it's just like, we need to be able to turn that kind of stuff on and off. So I feel like search bar, being able to clean up our valleys in an easier way than we're doing right now, they've got to do something about the villagers. Twofold.
Listen.
Literally,
Mike, I'm about to yeet him off
Scare
my
feet, scare
valley.
feet, scare feet, scare feet, scare feet.
Like constant, you're gonna do that for 5 minutes.
Massive burp.
You're just
the massive burp in your ear.
And a mic just comes out of his mouth like, oh, hey, folks, yeah, we're gonna start our comedy. Hey, I got a joke for you. You're gonna do that for 5 minutes? When does it end?
Mike had to go.
I'm literally on stream the other day, and I hate to rant, but I have to rant about this. I have to talk to you guys. Have to hear me out, okay? Y'all have to hear me out. I'm so sorry, but I was literally trying to do a dream snap the other day, and I got overstimulated while playing a video game. I had to mute the sound. I'm trying to talk to chat. Chat's talking to me. Mike is in the middle of my dream snap that I'm just trying to take a picture. That's it. I just need you to get out of here. And so I open up the menu. I yeet him off the map. Guess where he is? Guess where
Still
he is?
right there.
He's still right there. Hey, hiya, folks. Catches the mic. Hey, hiya, folks. Hey, I got a joke for you. And he's going on, and it's just repeating. He doesn't do it once, picks up his mic and leaves. He's just doing it over and over and over. Sully the other day trying to take a dream snap, of course, because they're nowhere to be seen until you're trying to take a picture. And then here they are, and here comes Sully. If I could send them, I'm so sorry, but if I could send them straight back to their realm.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Oh,
If it
that
was
would be wonderful.
If it was a
let me
DLC,
send them back. Let me send them back.
If it was a DLC, I would have uninstalled it. I would have literally deleted the DLC off my game. Uninstall. Get out. Let's chat later when you guys fix it. I can't take it. And a game overstimulating me? Are you joking?
See? And y'all used to complain about my baby Donald.
I see people saying you have to go into a building in order for them to disappear. Number one, it doesn't work for me. Number two, I should not have to.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I should be able to go into my map. I click that they're gone. They disappear. When I click out of my map, they need to be gone. I don't care if I have a quest with them. I don't care anything. If I click that they're gone, they're gone.
They got to be gone.
They gotta go.
Done.
And it's not just him. It's everybody. Everybody, most people who have these annoying little things have these, like, okay, because when we first started playing DDV, Donald is a perfect example, like you said, Steph. Donald was doing that tantrum thing. He would just come around you and fall out and throw a tantrum and do it over and over. And people were like, hey, like, it's cute or whatever, but it's not cute when it's happening all day while I'm trying to play the game. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, y'all have to address it, and y'all have to make these Disney characters a little less annoying. It's okay that it's one thing for them to be around, like, take dream snaps out of it. It's one thing for them to be around, but it's annoying when they have the same dialogue, the same repeat behavior happening every day, all day, when you're just trying to run around and enjoy your game. Like, it's so extremely frustrating to me that, like, I play with if I'm being honest with you guys, I literally play with voices turned off now. Like, I just don't want to hear.
So do I. So,
and
chat taught me how to do that, and I've never turned back.
You told me about it, and I was like, yeah,
I'm never going back. I can't. Or the jump scares with everyone wanting to yell at you between Beast and yell at me one more time.
Stop. Like,
I just said hi. I have to talk
hey, how
to
are you
for the
feeling
start
today?
half.
I'm just like, what?
I know the chat is saying that it'll only work if, and I'm just going to stop right there. I don't need any ifs. Yeah. I want to be able to turn it off, get rid of them with no ifs.
Yeah, I don't care.
I hit M, I click their little face and gray it out. Yeah. It's done. No ifs. I don't want to have to go do any other step.
Like, no, literally, if you
you're done.
Especially because the instructions don't even it doesn't say to do that. That's something as a community we figured out. Okay,
it
if you go into the building and you come back out, it works, right?
No.
And for some people, it doesn't even work. For me, it works.
Supposed to work
sometimes.
It's just supposed to take them off the map.
Yeah, it was never intended for us to go in a building and come back out. The way it's advertised, the way it says it on the map, you're supposed to click, boom, gone. That's like, we only figured it out through trial and error.
Yeah.
Why am I trial and error on a game that I paid for?
Listen, I just rather you not even put the feature in the game if it's not going to work as intended. Again, if the point of you adding this feature is for me to be able to go in and click and they remove themselves from the map, it needs to happen immediately. I shouldn't have to go into buildings. I shouldn't have to jump through hoops. I just need them to disappear. And I feel like that should be a very simple, I'm not a game developer. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I just feel like that should be a simple thing to do, and it's not happening.
You mean you don't want to stand on?
I fixed it.
You don't want to stand on one leg and turn around, twirl around 3 times in order to get a door.
No. So it's like, so then you have that stuff, you know, it's like, so there's like.
Yeah, I should be able to do that. I should be able to go in, toggle off, and look, they're gone. Okay?
Finish.
That should, game off. Take
there
notes.
You go. See?
Because
How
Skype can do
easy.
it. Okay? Skype does it.
I just needed to disappear. That's it. Yeah. Or let me send them back to their realms. Get them out of here. There's a couple people I would banish. Banish.
Okay,
So
someone mentioned in the chat that I saw and said, what if there was an option? I mean, I assume eventually they will fix this. Unless this is just how they intended, I don't know. But I assume it'll be fixed. But what if there was just an option to hide them for photos? Would you be okay with that?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that's the main time when you're needing this feature, right?
Yeah.
Because
I
for
don't
me it
think that-
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, that's the main time. Yes. So if that's the only option that I get, then sure.
The only reason why I'd want to hide them any other time is if they're being annoying like Mike and Sully are, which is like that continuous, like maybe they're bugged out and they're just continuously doing the same interactions over and over when you're just standing or something. That'd be the only other time I need to turn them off. But the most important time for me is when I'm in photo mode. And I would beg to even say that this is not just a creator issue. Like I'm probably in there taking pictures more often than most people just because I'm making thumbnails and things like that. But I really do feel like most people who are doing their dream snaps do not want to deal with random characters walking into the back of their photos unless they absolutely want them there. So yeah, let me turn it off, especially in photo mode. If you're going to give it to me anywhere, please let me do that. Do it there. Like Kato, you've said this 1,000 times before, but if they want to lean on dream snaps moving forward to stay on the same point of what we would like to see or what Kay would like to see in the game to keep playing, if I'm going to continue to do dream snaps,
Figure it
Are
out.
we going to go there? Are we going to talk about these dream
we need to
snaps?
talk.
Oh,
we
here
need
we
to
go,
talk
dream
about it.
snaps.
If we're going to continue to do dream snaps, they are going to have to come up with some creative and interesting prompts. This whole because here we go. Let me reintroduce the old Star Path items, the incredible suit, which
is why I think the premium shop is their focus because of what they're doing.
Exactly. And didn't come with the Incredible Squirrel, by the way. Just the outfit.
A week later.
We got it now. Yeah.
Okay, it's there now.
It's there today. Yeah.
You have the Incredibles outfit, and then you make a Dream Snap prompt based on superheroes in a Disney game? What? And it's an outfit challenge? Please, Game Loft, tell me. Maybe I'm missing something, but please explain to me and my big brain what superhero with what clothing items?
We got monsters. They said no, superhero.
Superheroes,
Yeah.
babe. And you know what? The picture of the prompt is the Incredibles outfit. So what you're telling me, which is fine, okay? You want to make your money. What you're telling me is that, hey, everybody, we've added the Incredibles outfit back into the premium shop. If you want to do well on this week's Dream Snap, you're going to have to buy that if you don't own it already and then create a Dream Snap around it. And I don't like that.
But it doesn't even give you enough tags.
No, but that's my thing.
To do the best in the thing. I mean, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe a lot of people who do the Incredibles, but anytime I've done a full costume or a full dress, I don't get the tags for an outfit.
It limits your tags. And here's the problem. You want to make your money, right? Okay, that's fine. But you are Xing out yet again an entire player base who has been playing this game for a year and already has that outfit for one. But for two, knows that none of the tags are going to line up and I'm not going to be able to make anything creative or fun with this. It's really going to be more frustrating than anything trying to come up with some type of idea to create this Dream Snap, making me not want to do it at all, which maybe that's their goal. Maybe their goal right now is to say, let's make it to where they don't want to do Dream Snaps. They don't do them so we don't give them Moonstones and then they end up purchasing Moonstones anyway.
Or you could do what I did and say, you know what? I'm just going to copy whatever you're telling me.
There you go. Steph coded.
Okay.
Steph coded.
Question. What if... So I think what I'm hearing you say is that you don't like that the premium shop matches up with the Dream Snap. But what if the entire premium shop was themed with old and new superhero stuff?
I would have been totally fine with that. See, I would have had no problem with the superhero prompt had we had superhero stuff to actually wear. Like the whole part that's frustrating is the fact that I know you're only doing it because of that outfit. Because if I go into your clothing menu, none of those tags are going to actually build me something that makes me look like a superhero. We have no capes. We have no superpowers. We have like, there's nothing to really, we don't even have superhero poses. What, I'm going to be a superhero and this is my pose?
I did
No,
this
you
one.
do Kim's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, how am I going to simulate a superhero?
You could do
Not
the
yet.
capybara.
Babe, I'm trying to act as a superhero with my hand on my hip. Are you kidding me? Okay. Like, it's just the whole thing. So it's like you said, the bakery was in that week. Okay, have people say, design your best outdoor bakery. You could use food in that. You could do it indoor. You could do outdoor. You could use different items that have been in the premium shop lately. Like, there's a way to influence premium shop purchases that doesn't also exclude your ability to do something else fun in the game. It's not rocket science.
But I also do think I just think they're missing the mark with the themes, period. I actually kind of like the one this week. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Oh, I didn't see it. What is it?
It's Moana themed.
Moana themed.
And I think
Which I actually like that one.
I think there's a lot of options for that.
Mhm.
But I still think they're not quite getting it because I think there should be ample options. Number one, for creativity. Number two, for you to use either Scrooge or premium furniture. Because I think if they had a full shop of superhero stuff, while I would love that, I think that is kind of bordering the line of pay to win. And I never think that. I am not,
It is though.
but if it was only superhero stuff in the premium shop, okay. If they wanted to do that and add a whole premium shop of superhero stuff, they also need to put superhero stuff in the Scrooge shop. But like,
Yeah.
you should be adding this stuff in preparation.
And if they're doing this pages thing, what if one page was the superhero stuff and then the other page was regular, like other stuff?
Yeah, but that there should have been other superhero stuff for us to enjoy as well, instead of people who just missed the star path. Let's be honest. Anybody with the Moonstones that missed the Incredibles outfit that wanted it from the star path was going to purchase that. It was one of the more highly requested things. You didn't have to base a dream snap around it. But
no, they were going to get it regardless.
They were going to get it regardless. So since you guys decided to actually do that, then you should have made it beneficial for the entire group. Like, no, what you achieved is just, I didn't do last week's dream snap. Part of it because I forgot. Sorry. Yes, you heard it here first, friends. You heard it here. I'm sorry. I forgot to do my dream snap.
Pals.
Kay did not. Everyone, we need pal pals in the chat for Kay.
Okay.
I need y'all to put pal pals. I need y'all to like the stream. Kay did not do her dream snap.
She did not do her dream snaps, y'all.
I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. I literally was like, I thought that today was Tuesday. So I got my days mixed up, which I do that kind of often. But then it was also, I waited too late to do it. It would have been a whole thing. I would have had to rush to do it last night. But let me be honest with you guys about something. I'm more upset as a creator that I didn't do it, because now I have to be the idiot that logs in next week and I'm like, let's play DDV. And they're like, what'd you get for your dream step? I forgot to join.
I didn't do it.
So I got nothing. But like, outside of that, I had no desire to do that dream snap. I really don't feel that bad about it. I feel bad that I'm not going to get anything Moonstone related, but I'm also like, I'm kind of okay with the fact that I didn't have to stress about it and that it didn't have to frustrate me to do it, because lately dream snaps, except for like this Greece themed one, that one was super fun to do.
Oh, you know, the ancient. Yeah.
The ancient,
I was like, Greece, like.
Yeah, sorry.
Like,
I was thinking Greece, like the movie. Like,
my bad. Greece. Ancient Aesthetics is what it was called. Like, that one was a lot of fun to do. I put a lot of effort into it. And they did it well. It was a new premium shop item. It aligned well. But even if I didn't have the premium shop stuff, I could have still done some type of ancient Aztec-y thing with the stuff that we already had in the game. So it was something that everybody could technically participate in, with also in addition to influencing a premium shop purchase. So I think that was done well and I had fun with that. But lately, a lot of the other ones, like, I don't know how y'all felt about, I mean, I guess I can give them points for trying to be creative, but the whole Winter Beach,
No.
Winter.
No, that wasn't creative. That was someone didn't get enough sleep.
Maybe
That was the same writer that did the Potato Quest, came up with that dream set.
Shut up. They literally go ahead and clock out for me, babe.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Someone is like, I'm so tired of the cold. I just wish it was summer. Ooh, that would be a dope dream snap. Yeah, let's do that. That's what the people want.
How many summer and winter dream snap themes are we gonna have to do before we're like, okay, got it? Like we've done enough of the beach and the winter and all this stuff. Like it's DDV based the dream snaps. We have how many characters in the game right now?
I know.
We have so many characters in the game, which hear me out. Okay. Like I've been saying, why can't we cosplay as our favorite character in DDV? So if you want to start adding stuff to the premium shop, start adding in some of our favorite characters' outfits in different colors or whatever. And then make the Dream Snap themed off of your favorite Disney character. Every single week, you could have a Dream Snap dedicated to a DDV character, and that gives you leeway to come up with other creative ideas later on down the road or to mix in with those that don't feel like it really just does feel like whoever's working on the Dream Snap themes are kind of like, it's their side project. Like they have other stuff that they have to get done for their job. And then it's just like, what do we got? We're like, throw some ideas at me. Oh, you know what? Summer, winter, combine them. That's the theme.
And in the middle of spring, when all you had to do was say, make a pastel.
We still haven't done a spring. We still haven't done a spring one yet.
Make a pastel.
Missing the mark.
They keep missing it. Oh, don't even trigger me with the villain one, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about that villain one. Have me do a villain one.
I'm still not over the fact that y'all had us make a villain instead of a monster.
I don't get it.
I will never recover. I will literally never let them live that down. You introduced an entirely, like you could have still today been introducing dream snaps that are based around transforming your character's look in some way.
Right.
But not only that, sorry, this is a long rant about dream snaps, but it's also like y'all's tags are terrible.
The tags.
If the tag is to filter in brown, every single item in the game that is brown should appear in the filter.
Yes.
Okay.
And what is wondrous?
Also,
what does that even mean? The stuff that they have tagged to it, I'm like, how is this wondrous? What's wondrous about it? Please explain.
While we're talking about tags, I know they changed the Dream Snap filter system, whatever. Well, now I don't want to. Okay, I click on that little Dream Snap filter, and then I'm supposed to just scroll endlessly through that. I can't go to a category and then click on the Dream Snaps filter. I have to do everything all at once.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's
not
awful.
Only that, you're telling me you can't introduce a feature that out to the side of the menu shows me my tags. I have to take a picture, act like I'm going to submit it to see how many of the tags I actually have applied, and then come back in and then magically just click these tags, exit back out.
Oh, but remember the camera is not working either, so it's going to take you a minute
to
get out of it.
Oh yeah,
you got to
take a picture to exit out. Yeah. So it's like, again, if you're just coming into the stream, we love DDV, but this is a rant. This is a rant about things that are starting to really affect the game and have a negative impact overall. So if that's not your type of thing, then I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. Like I don't know that there's anybody that would disagree. There's no reason why I should be working so hard. And you make y'all made tags an important part of the Dream Snap. The more tags, the better. But you're not making it easy for us to know, with filters being so broken as it is, you're not making it easy for us to know what we have tagged.
Right.
Yeah. I have no idea if they have a QA team. I'm convinced there's no way that they have somebody that's sitting here like, hey, we just made these changes. We want to upload this update. Play these features, see if it works. There's no way they have an in-between person that's playing this and giving the all clear. If they do, they need to be reevaluated, have it spoken to, because there's no way they've cleared these type of issues that's come out. There's no way. There's no way.
If I was on their team, I'd be like, we need to do something like now. I don't care if it's just one bug a week. We're like, hey, squash this bug. You should see an update, blah, 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 blah. Like, do something so we know that you're being proactive, because right now I honestly just feel like you don't care.
Do something, babe. Say
Say
something.
something. Hey.
Choose something, babe. Risk something.
I-
I've got nothing
I
to believe.
Oh my God. Oh,
I'm done.
You're losing me, Gay
You're
Mom.
losing me.
You are losing me.
it's bad. It's so bad.
Oh my gosh. Auntie T, thank you so much for becoming a member. Mills, thank you for the 5 months. And Teddy, thank you for 26 months.
Oh,
But
thank
seriously.
you, Three's a Flock for the raid, by the way. They raided us.
Aw,
a little bit.
thanks, birds.
Hi,
The
birds.
birds. Everyone make sure you like this stream. Okay. Wow.
Listen, I'm
okay.
happy to help.
Gameloft is losing their #1 customer service rep.
What about the leak? Okay, don't even get me started on the leaks. Don't even get me started on the leaks.
Oh, let Harley. Don't get me started on spoilers.
The
That's gonna.
leaks.
I have a
The
rant about that.
The legs.
If I
The
have to
leaks,
see the
the
word leak one more
spoilers.
time, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, Kristen has
I
a
don't
good
know.
question though. Do you think because of the dream snaps, they are not making enough money, so they're like that's the problem, the issue right now?
I don't think so. I think they would just. I think at this point they've gone back on the whole free to play thing. They would just change it. They would just be like, okay, we're changing the
Yeah.
moonstones. You're only gonna get 2,000 for the top, whatever.
Do
Okay,
you
let's
think they would be scared to do that because of the backlash that they received when they decided to change their business model?
if
but
I
it-
was them, I'd be
They may have
terrified, but
PTSD. To be
Are
honest.
they? I don't know.
But they also
They-
just like got through it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a week of everyone losing their minds, and then everyone was over it.
Okay, how many people? 1, if you have purchased moonstones recently. 0, if you haven't purchased moonstones at all since Dream Snaps. I'm just
Yeah.
curious to see how many people recently have purchased a pack of moonstones, no matter how many there are. Not Steph jumping.
Okay, there are a couple people purchasing.
There are ones.
There
So
are
I mean,
definitely ones.
There's more zeros than ones though, for sure.
there's definitely more zeros than ones, but
Well, you want me to do an actual poll? Let's do an actual poll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because I'd like to. I mean,
Have
I
you
don't think that
purchased?
are they making as much money as they probably used
Would.
to? Maybe not, but I don't think they're hurting.
Listen, I pulled my receipts today. They're definitely not making nothing off of me. They haven't since like
They're not making
my
nothing.
last Cato package that I bought.
But you got to
last
imagine
year.
if kids are playing this game, right? How many kids have gone to their parents and said, "I need money"? They're not doing dream snaps for moonstones.
Yeah.
They're going
This is
straight
true.
to their parents and saying, "I need to buy."
Moonstone.
I know
Moonstone.
Sunny D's been buying those moonstones, and I comment on
Yeah,
every
no, he
video. I'm like,
does.
dude, do
He
your
literally
dreams now.
Do your dream snaps. But at this point, I don't blame anybody for purchasing. The dream snaps prompts have been so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so 66% so far have not purchased since Dream Snaps.
I mean, I'm actually surprised at the 34% though. I was actually thinking that number would be lower.
I was thinking that too.
So,
too.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't think that they're hurting for money in that way. And they're
Yeah.
not going to be hurting for money anyway, because the moment that they release another DLC,
That's it.
Right.
please.
I mean,
They'll literally-
did they
I'll
keep
be
putting
right
out those
there.
bundles? The
Oh, the
Bell
bundles?
bundle?
Oh, the
I'd
bundle.
buy a Bell
I'll be right
bundle.
there.
I'd buy a Bell
Yeah.
bundle over and over and over. If I didn't have the money at the time to buy a
I'd
Bell
buy
bundle,
the
I'd buy it.
Moonstones.
I'd buy the Moonstones.
Mm-hmm.
Those bundles were excellent.
I love that bundle. That was
Absolutely love
that
the
was a good one.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
No quests. I just got my items.
And that's
They were
another thing
good.
too. I feel like with the premium shop, they could be like, I appreciate all the house skins, but like start giving me some clutter items. 500 moonstones, whatever. Don't quote me on that. Just whatever price moonstones
As like a
for
group, you could do a 500, like a bundle
yeah.
of clutter
Like a little
stuff.
pat
You get like 5 little
packet.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like with the bundle it came with all of these little decorations and things and outfits and clothes and hairs, and like I would purchase that over and over and over again. Like give people more reasons to be decorating, but do it once you fix the decorating.
Do you feel like, so Kim said there are almost too many house skins. Do you feel like there are too many?
I don't think
Yes.
so.
Really?
I don't think so. The only reason why is because not every skin is for everybody.
True.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're making skins to appeal to different people. Like those candy houses are never going to see the light of day, but for some people they do like that.
That's true.
And then for some people, love cottagecore, some people don't. So I feel like they have to appeal to the masses. I think they have to have multiple
true.
varieties.
I just think about
I
like,
could
as
see
someone
that.
who
Yep.
gets everything, it's like, okay, there's a
Yeah,
lot
then
right
obviously
now.
there's not enough space to keep
There's a-
all of them. I don't
Yeah.
think they did it with the intention that we were going to be ridiculous and get
And buy every single one.
Every single
Right.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've gotten to a point where I've stopped purchasing. I don't even think I got the bakery. I don't know if I got the bakery or not. I can't remember. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
You
You
no,
didn't get
that was Steph. Never mind.
Yes,
So I was making stuff. I was like,
I
can
got the
you put
bakery.
it in the middle next to this house?
Yeah.
And can you
that
actually
was
can you
Steph.
move it on the right side?
Can you
so I
actually move it
can
over
see-
here?
And again, I liked the bakery.
No, but it was good that you
cute.
did that because I was critiquing it.
Yeah,
I
The
was.
bakery was cute, but
You
there was
did
something
get it
about
because you were talking about
I did
it
get
being
it, though.
flat. Okay.
Yeah,
right?
Steph got it. No,
I thought you got it. I thought you both got it. Maybe not.
No. I didn't. I don't think I purchased it. I think Steph purchased it. I was talking
Ah.
about on Steph's stream how something felt off about it.
It felt
Mm.
flat. Yeah.
And that's why I didn't purchase it. Something about like I just wasn't wowed by it. So I'm like, if I'm not wowed by it, I'm not spending 300 moonstones on it. If it comes back around, I'll definitely purchase it. But right now I have so many buildings that I haven't used and I can't decorate anyway. So I'm like, for me personally, to buy the bakery right now, it just didn't make sense because it's like I'm not even gonna waste my time decorating until they fix half this stuff anyway. So it's just like 3,000 moonstones spent. The one thing that I did buy to decorate with, I knew I could easily do inside, which was the Harry
the
Austin
octopus, they
octopus.
killed it.
They killed it with that.
Can we talk about that for a second? On
They
a
killed
That
positive
it.
was
note,
so good.
they need to add more stuff like that into the game.
Yes.
Interactive, moving. It felt so alive. Like 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10, 100 out of 10. Like,
And that build you did, Kay, was so good.
so good.
I was
So
so
good.
again, it's proof that we love the game and there's so much excitement around it, but it's just like we got to focus on where that excitement lives. Like, because literally when I saw that, I was like, I absolutely have to have it. I know exactly what I'm going to do. It was beautiful. And I would buy those items over and over to put them in different places. Like there's so many different types of builds you could do with it. Like I feel like that was so cool.
Yeah. That
We're
was a
talking
really good
about
one.
the Monsters Inc. octopus sushi
The
set.
sushi set. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really cool.
He's really cool. Interactive anything in games like this. Like I just don't feel like, especially when you take games like Fortnite and look and you're just looking like Palia, even for example, when you purchase a lot of this stuff from their shops, there's sometimes like these interactive, you'll have something float around you. In Fortnite, you have the skins have different like effects and all this stuff. Like having something that feels more alive, I'm way more likely to purchase it than just something that I can just
That's
put
just
down.
stagnant.
Yeah. Like that's why people love all these new house skins, like the pink castle. It has like the little heart smoke that comes out of the top. Like it's super cute, like we just a lot more interactive stuff like that. I would love to see them add that into the game.
For sure.
So, but yeah. Again, what's the point if we can't decorate though?
I know. Yep. I mean, I could.
And the thing is too, I feel like I talk too much, but like
I mean, it is a podcast. You're allowed to do
You're
that.
supposed to talk. Yeah.
but can we be honest about
It'd be
something
awkward if we
right
were
now?
just sitting here.
I know. Thank you for coming. No, but I look at games like, and we all have our different interests in games and stuff, but you look at games like Palia, you look at games that are doing decorating in a way that is just like so over the top, and they make it seem so simple. I know it's probably not simple, but like just staying on just let's talk about Paley, for example. Decorating in that game, you can put anything anywhere. There's a grid, you can center, you can uncenter, you can clutter. Like, how does a game like DDV get away with having such a basic like, especially a game that's heavily based on decorating, get away with having such a basic decorator in comparison to some of these other games?
Can you imagine if you can decorate in Palea, and if you can decorate in DDV with Palea's mechanics,
They'd be
with the way the
unmatched.
items look?
Yeah.
They would be unmatched. I would argue that if DDV implemented better ways to decorate, taking from Palea's decorating mode or build mode, that game would be up there with Animal Crossing. Think about it.
Yeah.
We can't even angle stuff right now.
I can't.
No.
Like,
And I don't know what it is. I mean, I will say with Palea, they don't have to code as many things interacting with the furniture. So like right now, all of our villagers, for it to feel lively or whatever, they have to have code for all the villagers to interact with the stuff, like sit down, and I'm sure that's more difficult if things are angled, especially if it's not like
Or like freely
at a
placed.
specific, if it's like
so they're not sitting like in the air.
they'd be like crooked, right?
Yeah.
And even with Palea, like they didn't have sitting at first. They had to wait to
add
put
it.
sitting, and even still looks weird to me when we sit. We
Yeah.
look like we're like this big in
Yeah.
the chair, you know?
Yeah.
So like I do think there are more issues with that. Like the more freedom they give, the more they have to think about everyone and everything that's interacting with it.
I get that. Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
But I mean, I do think it can be done.
I think it's necessary. I just feel like the more that they go on, look at the DLC with Eternity Isle, right? That expansion pass came with so much to build, craft, and design with. What is the point if one of your main focuses is not to continually to improve the build mode?
Right.
Like, is your goal just to have us just to put stuff down?
I
Like,
also wish we had more items that we crafted. Like, we don't have a very extensive crafting menu.
Right.
I wonder if they're straying away from that just because the crafted items can't be purchased, and then people would be upset with having, like, if they want to make something, they have to use their resources. I don't know why, but I like the idea. I actually like the idea of making more of our quest stuff, like craftable, really cool craftable items that we get to keep. Like right now,
Yeah.
they're just like, make a TV.
Right.
And then
And
we
then-
don't get to keep
and then
it.
you don't even get it.
It
Yeah.
just- So
Yeah, that's another way they could improve the questing. Is like, okay, we make this awesome thing. Now you get it.
now you get to keep it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're not more focused on improving the decorating as a whole. It all seems very weird. Like I like I said at the beginning, like what is their focus right now? Like, okay, if we weren't talking about the premium shop and making money, like what is next? Like what's their next top priority?
Is it the
I have no
expansion
idea.
pass? Do you think they're just focused on trying to get everything together for the expansion pass update that's supposed to be coming soon?
Oh, yeah, because there's a second round of that's coming.
I don't know, but you need to focus on the main game. Like
That's still the
I
biggest
would be
part.
curious if we did a poll, like, I don't even know how to word it, but who is still playing consistently
DLC?
like they were? Just in general. Like,
Just in
Oh,
general.
you're losing
like,
so
can
many
we do a poll?
people, and like,
I
I'll
wanna
do
see.
like 3 times a week, 4 times a week,
How often
0.
do you
Like
play?
How
maybe
often?
how often?
And again, we have to remember too, we have, if our guesstimates are correct, we have Daisy Duck, Mulan, and Tiana all coming to the game. They're all going to come with new stuff. They're all going to, like, that's all coming as free content updates. Wouldn't you want your game to be like tip top prime time shape for when these new characters drop and people are going to be most excited to play, most excited to decorate, like I would feel like getting the base game together is the most important. If they let the base game of DDV fall apart, people are going to stop buying expansion passes.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would I purchase an expansion pass if there are these bugs? It's not working. But like, what would be the point? Like, y'all, this has to be a top priority for them, or people are just going to lose interest.
Yep.
And I think that's the long and short of it, of what we're saying as a whole, is just a lot of these issues are turning people off. And if they don't rectify it, or if like the next update, they don't fix a lot of these things, I feel like it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for the future of the game, honestly.
Yeah, it's really bothering me. And I like that we brought up earlier too, that the main storyline, like the whole thing with the Night Thorns, like now if we think about it, the whole thing with talking to Merlin was like, this story is going to continue, et cetera, et cetera. Like, what are we doing about the forgetting?
I have no idea.
Why are the Night Thorns
I have no idea. Still there?
around?
So we can have something to do on the Star Path?
Right. Okay, let me remove something else. It's fine. Like I would rather be able to just say like Night Thorns don't exist. Like, I thought there was supposed to be some type of extension. You would think that every character that they bring to the game would continue on figuring out what's going on in the valley. The DLCs are their own separate thing. We know that. That's fine. I prefer that. But what's happening with the main storyline? Like, we just got Mike and Sully in the valley, and it's just like the only thing that aligns with the main storyline is the fact that they forgot that they lived there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Majority of the votes are literally at less than 2 times a week.
Yeah.
What it looks like from the poll is that there's half the people are still playing every day and half the people are still.
But I'm curious, of those people who are playing every day, how long? Are you logging in to check Scrooge and then you're logging back off?
See, I put less than 2 times a week because I don't count myself logging in to take any pictures for streams or anything. And I don't count checking Scrooge's shop or finding my moonstones for the day and then logging back out. Like,
yeah, I don't count.
That's not like playing.
That's not like playing. Like, I consider myself playing, like getting on, sitting down with my cup of coffee, enjoying myself doing something in the game for longer than 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Look at that. 5 to 10 minutes, less than an hour. About 1 to 2 hours.
Log in, check the shop, install, log out. 20 minutes.
At this point in time.
Okay.
And how the game is right now, how easy would it be for some other game similar in nature to drop to completely blow DDV out of the water?
Okay, asking the tough questions.
I'm just being honest, because from what I'm seeing,
I mean, right now it's pretty easy for games not like DDV to drop in and just.
Right.
I've moved on to Fortnite. That is the state. I want you to know, Gameloft, Dreamlight Valley, the low that I got to is that I had to switch to Fortnite. Okay? Because y'all couldn't get it together. Now, you have the opportunity to fix it.
Look at everybody in chat.
This next update is very important. That's what I'm going to say. This next update.
I'm going to say that too. Because I've been in my Stardew and Shrouded Palia world right now. That's where I've been.
Ooh,
I think it's important.
Enshrouded.
I feel for everybody in chat, because I think we're all kind of like in the same position right now. Oh my God, Power's getting an update. I think it is important to also note that like everybody goes through their phases. I know for me, like I'm really enjoying a game for a long time, and then sometimes I just need some downtime and a break from that game, and I play other games and I always come back to it. I feel like DDV as long as they can continue bringing great DLCs and maybe fix some of these bugs, it'll always be a game that I play and come back to. The concern is really in the area of like what direction they're headed in, what their primary focus is, because I don't know, it's not. I'm worried. I'm like concerned.
I know.
If you're watching this,
I mean, I even enjoy, like, I played Animal Crossing the other day, and I was like, yes, look, it's a game that I can decorate in that's working. And I think that's like, that was one of the main reasons that I felt the urge to play, is because I haven't been able to decorate. And AC&H is like my comfort decorating game. And
so you needed something to scratch that
can't,
decorating itch.
Yeah, like I know how to do it. I know what to do. You know, like in Dreamlight Valley, just I can't even do anything because I just get so frustrated every time I go in there and I can't see what I'm doing. And
the thing is, like, I love the items in DDV. I was saying it to Kay yesterday. I'm like, I'm standing in my storage room. I literally love like how all the items look. And I'm like, I truly do still love the game. Like, I love the look of it. I love how we can customize our avatars. I love, like there's so much about it that I love. So when it's not working the way we want it to, it's so disappointing. And I think that's really the core of it. Like, it's just like, I want to play, but not under these conditions.
I think what's most disappointing about it is that the stuff that's not working is stuff that's just like, there's no reason why it shouldn't be working. Like, again, I could log on and play Stardew Valley. I could log on and play Palia, and most of everything that you normally are able to do works as it should. Like at the basics, there are bugs and things happen, but then they fix those bugs and we keep it moving. Like having to log into DDV and have this running glitch that I've been experiencing for months, like this was happening at a smaller rate, but has increasingly been getting worse and worse in my game for months. Like months is a ridiculous amount of time for somebody to experience a bug that makes the game unplayable. Like we talked about this a while ago. I think it was Blaine that was in chat was asking like, would you rather play like The Sims is better than DDV? And I was like, no. DDV is like way better than The Sims because you can actually play DDV. Like The Sims is great, but you can't actually play because there's so many bugs making it difficult to actually play the game. And now I feel like DDV is kind of headed in that same direction.
Yeah. I mean, do you think part of it is that like it's starting to get to be like there's too much? Like what's going to happen when the game just gets to be more and more
like more DLCs?
Like graphically, like there's just so many items. There's so much strain on whatever system you're on, PC, Switch, whatever. Like is that at all part of it?
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Like as we get more, all the DLCs that we assume are coming based on that little area. Like
it's going to be a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know, it just seems like how long? Obviously, we want this to continue to get updates, but there's so many spots for stuff and so much we don't know for there to be so many things wrong. Like, oh gosh, it's just.
Again, I can deal with little bugs that pop up when you add new characters and stuff like that. The game being unplayable. Again, if you look at DDV has 2 or 3 things that you can do pretty much consistently. One of those is questing. Another one of those is decorating. You have a problem with questing and your characters that you're adding to the game being extremely annoying and questing feeling extremely flat. And then you have decorating, which is bugged. You're leaving people nothing to do. In the end, in the interim, what we had to do was dream snaps, and you're not even putting any effort into those prompts. So yeah, people are logging on for 15 minutes to 30 minutes to check a couple of boxes and log back off because they literally can't do anything else. Even if questing questing may not feel flat for other people, which is fine, right? So let's just say questing is fine. Well, 50% of your game being based around decorating that people can enjoy is still a tremendous amount of time that people don't spend in the game because it's just like not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And I don't think this is a breakup. Like I said, I feel like this is a breakup. We're not breaking.
No, it's not.
We're not breaking up with
No.
DDV. This is the conversation that you have when you're like, listen, if you don't change, this is not going to work. That's the conversation we're having. It's not. We're not breaking up.
Yeah.
Get it together.
I think, this was my fear coming into this because I'm seeing a lot of people like upset that we're having this opinion or whatever. But like, number one, this is our podcast and our space to express our opinions. And I don't think it's fair of me personally to sit here and like put on a show for y'all that I'm like happy-go-lucky unicorns and rainbows about Dreamlight Valley right now, because it's just not. And that doesn't mean, again, like we've said this whole time, that doesn't mean that it's a bad game. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing. It doesn't mean any of those things. But this is a negative episode because I think that there are so many issues that need to be addressed and they need to figure it out. And if you don't agree, you don't agree, and that's fine. You can have your opinion, but this is our opinion.
Well, I think too, if anything, it just shows that we're not biased because we've told
Imagine
y'all
we
the
only spoke
positive.
positive.
Yeah, like I never want to come on here and be like, DDV's doing a great job. And then I'm literally yelling at my screen, frustrated about something while I'm playing the game off camera. Like, no, we're just trying to be honest with you guys about where we're at and where we see our community at. And even if you're looking at us and saying this is like overly negative, look at chat.
Right.
Like there are some of you who are saying, I haven't really had any issues. It's great. But majority of chat is literally saying agreed.
Right.
Same, girl, struggling with
And
the same thing.
that's the problem.
That's the problem. And Parkour asked, sorry, I saw your message, Parkour. You're asking about the running glitch. I can't run. Like I'm running in slow motion and my character is like glitching. Like, so I'll be in one place and then I'll like be running in slow motion and then I'll be like 5 steps ahead. It's like very glitchy and bugged. I can't play. And again, yeah, like Brian said, thank you, Brian, for the super
Thanks,
chat. But
Brian.
it's constructive criticism. That's how it's meant to be. Like the hope is that somebody on DDV's team sees this, or this sparks up enough conversation in the community in hopes of like getting this message across. You know what I mean? Like I would even be okay with DDV just even now, just releasing some form of an announcement to say X, Y, and Z. Even if it's not, we have a fix coming soon. It's just like, hey, we've seen your comments and your concerns. We understand. Please know that we are taking in all the feedback. Like it's just not responding to it at all, which is the issue for me.
Right.
And also, it just wouldn't be entirely realistic to sit here and feel like a game is 100% perfect or like we just love it all the time. There's always going to be things that we like and don't like. That's always going to be a thing.
And I would just like to point out that we were, as I recall, the most positive during the most negative time that this game has had.
We were battling for our lives.
And do you know how much criticism I got? Do you know how many people left because of that opinion that I had? I am always 100% of the time going to be honest and truthful with y'all, and that's that. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. But for me to not be able to have a negative opinion about something, it can't be both ways. Like I'm going to tell you when I agree with something, I'm going to tell you when I disagree with something. And again, I love this game, and that's why
we feel so strongly.
I want them to fix this stuff because I want it to be better. I want everyone to be excited to log in every day. I want us all to be happy about playing it. So I don't know. I don't know.
We just want the game to be its best. Like, this game is like my child. It's like, get your act together. You need to straighten up. Getting D's in school. We need to start studying up. We need to get back on track, get onto those A's. Like,
Let's
I
clean
want
it up.
this game succeed.
Right.
Also, side note, Tink Tink says y'all have too many opinions or ultimatums on a child's game, in my opinion.
Oh.
Is DDV a child's game?
There's words in there that I can guarantee you I
don't
would
know.
have to look up, because I know for a fact that a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old child would not understand. So I beg to differ that this is 100% a kids game. Also, kids have no money. So since we
Yeah, that's
also
true.
like have to buy Moonstone and things of that nature, it's definitely not.
Is it a child's game? Am I missing something? Do I have to no, genuinely, like, if y'all agree, somebody tell me I've been playing a 10-year-old's game.
No,
Is it
it's not.
okay?
It's not.
And to be quite frank, even if I was,
That's my business. And that's my business.
Even
and
if I
and
was?
like the child's game.
Look, if I want to log on to Roblox tomorrow, that's my prerogative, okay?
Could it be argued that most games in especially in the cozy space, are children's game, because the game mechanics aren't necessarily looked at as difficult?
That's the thing about games is
Yeah.
everyone can play
And
them.
play them. Wait, but okay. No, you know what? I'm not going to get off on a tangent. It's fine. Never mind.
Everyone can play them. That's the great thing. I love period Animal Crossing. It's amazing. I will say it's also amazing and a totally different experience to experience Animal Crossing through my 5-year-old's eyes. Totally different experience than the experience that I had, and I love them both. They're very different.
Just because it's
Very
Disney
different.
related, babe. One thing I just got to point out to you: the forgetting was literally a depressed young adult. Don't remember if you remember that quest line or that dialogue.
They had to have a warning about the quest.
Yeah, I don't think
A
that
trigger
it's
warning.
intended for. It's not intended strictly for kids. That the diet. I remember I was like, oh, that last act. I was like, babe, who do we? A therapist? We need some therapy. It's giving therapy. It's giving.
It was very deep.
It was giving deep.
Wasn't expecting to feel those feelings playing DDV today.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was being an adult in a going back in time. Yeah. It was heavy.
Right.
2 things I want to point out. Sarah said, I think it comes down to them just needing time to fix things. There's only so many developers and staff, and they're trying to fix it while also provide new content. I disagree. I understand this viewpoint. I think fixing the existing is more important than the new. If you keep adding new while you keep having everything else broken, that's a problem to me.
Yeah.
Because and it is such a big problem because these things are broken for everybody.
Right. And how many people does it take to write a post that says, "Hey, we know this is being worked on. We are working on it." Like that's free. That's free. That costs nothing.
Yeah.
It takes someone 10 minutes. I can write it for them.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to come across
Like,
like saying like these fixes need to be made immediately. I think these fixes
It's just let us know you're aware of it.
Could be a priority, and they should be like very important to, how they prioritize what needs to be fixed and when. But it's not in any way to say like y'all need to do this now, but it is I've worked in social media, and I know that it takes literally an hour maybe to put together a general statement that can be published to all platforms. So it's like, again, it's not to put the pressure on them to get something done immediately. And I'm a person of take all the time you need to do it right. Because another thing I've noticed in the game, for example, is like they say they fixed that furniture bug, and then a month later, the furniture bug is back. And I don't know if that's like a normal thing with like game development or not, but it's just like, why fix it if it's going to be immediately a problem within the same month. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I'd rather you take all the time you need to fix something and improve it, and then come out and just make a statement and let us know that you've heard us and are, working on it or whatever. That's all it is. I think we're just missing some transparency with the team. Like every day they'll post something and say, "Oh, new premium shop. How are you guys loving the premium? Oh, April Fools. We've got a little April Fools joke for you." And it's all kiki haha. And it's like, while I have you here for a second, babe, what about some of these issues we've been experiencing? Are we gonna talk about that at all or no?
Leanna says my work takes 3 weeks to decide what goes on social media. They've had more than 3 weeks.
Yeah, because I do
This
know
has
that it
been
does take
since this has been since the last update. So
if
they've had the time.
If there is an issue that is pressing, they're not talking about anything else. It's not like there's some other pressing issue that they're working on. So if there's an issue with the community that everyone is like, fix this ASAP. Like, are y'all telling me y'all haven't been on any platform and seeing people say the furniture mode is so bad, the camera angle is so bad? Like, if there's a pressing issue within the community that everybody is talking to you about, don't you think it should be, hey, make a quick statement, let them know we've heard them. Like, it doesn't take 3 weeks to approve something like that. It shouldn't even take 1 week to approve something like that. That should be like, hey, it's Monday morning. We're having a meeting. What kind of feedback are you getting? People are really upset about this. Okay, that's a bug. We know that that's a bug and that's something we're working on. Please just address that on social media at some point this week. Like, that's it.
The thing is, it does take, I know that it can take time when it comes to like posting something, especially because when you're dealing with the public, and you're posting anything on social media, there are times that it has to go through legal before it can actually go out to the public. There's like a lot of channels of things that have to be checked before it goes out. So if God forbid something happens and people want to sue you because of something you said. So I can understand it taking maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month to address it. But at this point, like we said, the update happened so long ago and this has been broken since then. And they still haven't said anything. I can't say it takes months for that to be a thing that happens,
Yeah,
Jay, thank you so much for the super chat. DDV's biggest problem is they don't do hot fixes. We agree with that. Leanna said, aren't most video games for children? Kid at heart, always and forever signed a Disney adult. Thank you, Leanna, for the super chat.
Leanna.
And Elle, thank you for the super chat. I think you should invite Gameloft on Valley Talk.
We love it.
I would love that. Gameloft doesn't even acknowledge my tweets, so I don't know.
I mean, they Steph'd me. Maybe I should.
They did Steph
them.
you. Maybe Steph needs to do it. They're on first name basis with Steph.
Yeah, I think that we've all just as a side note too. I'm pretty sure that every single one of us have tweeted DVDV about these issues. Like, personally said at DDV, can you please fix X, Y, and Z? Steph, I know you just recently tweeted and then was like, hey, bestie.
I was like, wow, since we're on first name basis, about that camera.
About that camera, babe.
Yeah.
They ignored it, though.
Okay. I'm going back to something that we talked about earlier, but I just would like to know, in the chat, we log on in 3 weeks. We've got the new update. We have is it going to be both updates? Is it going to be the regular and the DLC update next? I think so, yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so we log on, we get our free content update. We've got our DLC update. You go into furniture mode, and you still can't tilt the camera. What is your response?
So it's just going to be so disappointing.
Are we over it because we got our new stuff and we're all happy? Or are we still upset? Or like, where are we? Because if that happens, are we just acknowledging that they've changed it and it's...
Especially with no addressing it, like no comment on it that it's an official thing or anything, you just log back in and it's still an issue. I'm not decorating. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to play the game. I'm not decorating. Right. Everything in that game is going to remain the same except for some small maybe small changes or things that I could like, if I want to decorate like a little tiny area for something or something like that. But like on a scale of like redecorating my valley, it's never going to happen until they fix that camera mode. And it's going to be extremely disappointing because all of these, I'm sure they're going to release more bundles. I'm sure they're going to have new items that come with all of these new characters. Like, what would be the point? It's got to be a bug. And I just have to have hope that it's a bug that they're going to fix. I just have to have hope because there's just no way that they thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
I can't live with that.
I mean, I know. Here's what I think. Here's what I think will happen for me. Like, I will be so excited about all of the new stuff that I'll be able to overlook it for sure that one stream that day, maybe even a week. But the second I go to try to do another dream snap, I will be reminded of why I was frustrated.
I'm on the verge of not doing snaps anymore.
Whoa.
I was literally to the point where I was just about to spend the money to buy the moonstone so that I just don't have to worry about dream snaps because the prompts have been so bad and decorating is so tough right now. Like, I don't want to continue to do it if it's going to make me angry.
Yeah. There are more people in chat now
I don't blame you.
Who don't know what the bug is. I don't like calling it a bug or a glitch. It's just there's no real word to describe it. When you go to furniture mode, you only have like this bird's eye view of decorating. You can no longer tilt the camera all the way down to like eye level to decorate. So if you want to see what it's going to look like at eye level, you have to back out completely in furniture mode and go look at it that way. And it did not used to be like that.
I think that's the biggest issue too, is that we had a camera that functioned pretty well for the most part. So to go from that to this, like if this had always been the camera from the beginning, I don't think any one of us would be that pressed. Like it's just always been that way. But to go from something that you're so used to and attached to and actually hoping to see improvement made to it, and then it takes like this huge step back, I think that's why there's so much like, what is this? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then the paving is glitched. The camera itself, like the actual camera, doesn't work.
Yeah, like when if you're in camera mode, if you have to take a picture to actually get out, like you can't just hit escape or get out. Like, you have to take a photo, then back out to get out of photo mode. So there's that bug as well.
There's transferring stuff from your pockets into your chest. Like I've been having that issue where it's not transferring my stuff. If I was just, I don't know what activity it is, but there's an activity that if you're doing that thing and then you go to your chest and you try to transfer, the smart transfer is not working. Like I need to like come out of my house and come back in or do something to like get it to work again. So like that feature for me is not working.
Yeah.
You've got the characters glitching out. Characters are bugged. We've talked about that.
Mills, thank you for the super chat. Mills wants you specifically, Steph, to hydrate.
I have tea, sweet tea for the tea.
So there are lots of glitches. There's another thing that we glossed over that I feel like, I mean, I think we can state our opinions on it.
On what?
Leaks. What do you think about leaks? I'll let y'all go first because I feel like I've stated my opinion before. I don't know if it's been on here or I think I've gone on a rant on a stream. On a normal stream, I've gone on a rant.
My thing is, to each its own, right? If you want to see all the leaks that you can possibly find on the internet, whatever makes your little heart happy, go be happy. I just don't like when the leaks are everywhere. And now I'm getting leaked with something that, number one, isn't guaranteed because leaks are just them data mining, right? So it's like, it's not necessarily guaranteed. So it can either get my hopes up for something that could end up changing or take the fun out of a game that I'm already feeling low-key burned out on. So I feel like it's just killing I feel like it can kill the game for you
I think it takes
without realizing that that's what you're doing.
yeah.
Um,
It takes a
so
certain
that's
type
my
of person to post. Leaks to me are the equivalent of somebody who watches a movie the first day it comes out and then they run to whatever social media platform and post the ending of the movie for everybody to see for the purpose of spoiling the movie for everybody who hasn't seen them because they've seen this information before or seen whatever it is before. And for me, that just feels like kind of like grimy. The whole point of people being excited about things coming to the game is the excitement behind what is it going to be, what is this, what is that. Like if you could put a spoiler tag over everything and say, blur it on your platforms or wherever you're posting, like post it, but like just posting a picture or putting this image up of something that is likely to come to the game and then I see it, it really does. For me personally, I don't know. I know there are a set of people who actually don't mind leaks. Like it makes them more excited. Like, oh, this is coming.
Mhm.
But for me personally, it takes a lot of the fun out of it because I want that initial like shock and surprise. Like that's why when I'm streaming a lot of the time, I'm like, please don't tell me X, Y, and Z. Please don't. If you're going to post pictures, please put this in the spoiler part of my Discord, for people to go specifically there to see. But like it does take a lot of the, like excitement away if I see it before it comes out,
Right.
before it's
And
meant for
like
me to see.
and it's definitely like a personal opinion, right? Because that's not me to like shun anyone who wants to see the leaks. Like you said, for some people that can make them excited. I see JoJo even said like for her, it helps her to plan so she knows like how many moonstones she needs to have. And I think that's great. And so, like I said, it's not to knock it. It's just when it's like you said, made public and
And
you
like,
can't avoid it.
yeah, and I think leaks specifically is not something like that we know already is coming to the game. Like it's not a leak to say like Daisy Duck and blah blah blah. Like we know they're coming.
Right.
What Daisy
Mhm.
Duck is going to look like. I don't think I'd consider that a leak because everybody is assuming Daisy Duck is coming to the game. We know Tiana for a fact is coming to the
It's
game. So
coming to the
that's
game.
even if you posted something about her, it wouldn't be like that's a leak. But like posting a picture of Tiana's level 10 friendship gift would be a leak, like that would be a leak. That would be a disappointment to be like, oh man, I wanted to see that for the first time myself.
So, okay. So at what point do you feel like it's okay? Because this is where the line is kind of gray for me. Like, at what point is it no longer a leak because it's been out? Like, do you have like a hard, like, is it 24 hours? Is it 48 hours? Is it,
Mm,
like, at what point is it no longer a spoiler or a leak? Because,
I would
um,
say at least 24 to 48 hours.
okay.
Like at least for like let's just say like the a new update drops and like there's tons of stuff that you can get from these updates and a lot of the stuff nobody will see until they can play, but like posting something that's brand new to the game the day of, like I've even done it myself where people have been like, oh wait, spoiler, and I'm like, oh my bad, I didn't even think about it, and I'll like delete it immediately. Like I can make those mistakes myself, I can admit to that. And I try to learn from that, but like posting things like that like immediately the day, like for an update or something like that, like posting it I think is like I wouldn't consider a like something in the premium shop a leak
Okay. Yeah.
if it's
To me,
Yeah.
okay.
I
So I
mean, there's
think
also
like on Wednesday
I think
it
leak
refreshes.
and spoiler are getting
are
blurred.
different.
Like to
Okay.
Yeah, because
me,
they're
a
different.
leak is the data mine stuff. A
Yes.
leak
Yes,
is the
yes,
stuff that
I
is
would agree
not
with
And
out
that's what
yet.
I'm talking
No
about
one has
specifically
access
is the
to.
data mine
A
things.
spoiler, I can kind of see what you're saying. Like if someone finished every single quest and they posted like whatever the big reward was
yeah.
on Twitter or whatever, and you see it, it's like, oh, great, I saw it. Um, the
Okay, so
and I
Sprout
don't
says
know.
not a leak if it's available to everyone in game. Leak is unreleased slash unavailable in normal gameplay. That makes sense
Right,
Right.
to
right.
me.
I
Yeah.
do think they're two different. I do think
Hmm.
both are still frustrating in their own regards.
Mhm.
And I do think it's like it's so player specific because like I still haven't finished the DLC. So like um
Neither
So like,
have
but I
I.
can't, if I go on social media at this point and I see something that I haven't seen, like that's not a spoiler at this point because like,
Yeah, it's not a spoiler or a leak. It's
you
just
know, like I just
it's just a
I
little bit.
haven't done my part, right? But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if I go on Twitter and I see everything the day of, like it is disappointing for me to see it. I try not to get upset or frustrated because it's like, I get it. And but I can't stay I know everyone's gonna be like, just stay off social media. Okay, well, I
Okay,
can't do that.
that's
It's
our job.
Yeah, I
it's my
think for me, I
job.
was speaking more about spoilers. So leaks, yeah, I totally get what
Okay,
you mean.
but
Yeah.
however, I personally am not okay with leaks. I don't like them. I don't like to see them. And they're so like freely discussed that I feel like I do see them every time. Like I know when I see a leak video, I can just skip it. Like I just don't
Hmm.
even look at it. And that's fine. Like I can easily avoid that. Um but like they'll just be posted anywhere and everywhere. Like or and it's so and I am unable to avoid because like it'll just be in chat or it'll just be in a Discord or it'll just
Yeah,
be wherever. Like there's no getting away from it.
yeah, I have to stay. I have
And
to stay out of
those are
my
the
spoiler
ones that I
distance.
don't like because like I love like one of my favorite things about Dreamlight Valley is logging on and like seeing the new premium shop stuff and having no idea what it is.
Yeah,
Um
like there was a leak with was it the Mushroom House? A while, that was a while ago, but I think
A
I
while
remember.
ago, it was leaked, though.
I didn't
Yeah.
see it, but I remember people talking about like, have you seen the new? My community is the sweetest. I love you guys because everybody knows how I am, and they're like, have you seen the new item that
the
may be
new
coming to
thing.
the game? Like they didn't say exactly what it was. It's just that I was like,
Yeah.
no, I haven't seen it yet or whatever. And then I was like, when I finally saw it, I was like, oh, this is what everybody was talking about. But I wasn't. That was the leak, right? Like that came out. Somebody.
Hmm.
Okay.
It
I,
had. It
yeah.
was leaked before it was confirmed by Game Loft. And I think that's the problem, right?
Now, what's
Because
data
with
mining
these
though?
leaks,
Sorry.
they go into the game, like they go into the game files and they're able to see, like they're able to
How do
read it.
people do that
I
stuff?
could,
Is this like
I don't know
code,
if I'm
like hacker
communicating it
code
properly,
stuff?
but it's like they can read the code and figure
They're
out
in
like
there like
what's in there.
mining the stuff.
I just like I
Yeah, it's
imagine
like the
somebody with, like, a
coding. They're
dark
going
hood
into
over
the
their head
coding
and they're
of the
just like
game.
typing on the computer. Gonna get all the effort. Like that's what I imagine. Like I'm trying to think like who the heck is out here data mining
Kay has
this?
been playing too much Stardew, and she thinks they're in there with their little pickaxe.
I also just like don't get it. And so I think that's why it's so hard for me. Like I know that people like it and I'm really trying to understand why people like it, but like it just takes away the fun for me personally. So like I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe just like knowing everything all at once, like you're just like, okay, yeah, okay, yay, now I know everything.
I think
But
it's two types of I just think there's two types of people. There's
It's two type
people.
of players. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a group of people who want to experience everything for the very first time. They want to see it on their own. Don't like spoilers, don't like leaks, don't like knowing the Insta stories, none of that stuff. And then there's people who are people who like to be prepared to know what's coming. Like they don't care about the excitement. It's just like eager to know what else. Like you could give them everything for the entire rest of the year that's coming to the game, like verbatim pictures. They'll see it all and they would take that opportunity to actually go in and look because they want it. Like if you laid it out in front of me and said, here's everything that's coming to the game for the rest of 2024, all the pictures, every character, what they're going to look like, all the items you're going to get, I would not touch the folder. I'd be like, that's great,
right.
but I don't want to see it. I want to be surprised. But I know there's a group of people that would also like 100% be like, give it to me now. I want to know. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's one of
And
those things, there's nothing anybody could do.
I went off on a whole tangent last time, like on a stream or something too, about how to me, it almost feels like disrespectful to the people who created
Who created
it. And then people came in, they were like, well, sometimes people leak things on purpose and this and that. And I'm like, okay, but like sometimes, like every single statement I make, you can find that one time that it happened on purpose. But like I really don't think that's what's happening. I don't think they're like putting out the code for people to data mine it and to leak everything. And I also just don't like when it's like an intentional thing. I don't think that most people are intentionally like trying to spoil everything for everyone.
No, I don't think
But
so
I
either.
do think that people do like go on Reddit or go on Twitter and they're like, here's everything, you know.
Well, I also think that
I
there's a specific place for leaks and stuff. Like Reddit would be a place to go. Like Reddit is one of those places like I feel like you're likely to see a leak.
To see a
Like,
leak or a spoiler or anything
yeah,
along those lines.
yeah.
Yes.
But I also do think I have to say I do think that it would be more of an excuse to say like unless the team actually leaked it or had somebody leak it on purpose, which obviously there's no way to know that. If you leak something that an individual worked hard on and was waiting until a specific date to make an announcement about that leak, it is disrespectful to the person who created it. Like, for example, for The Sims, I always bring up The Sims because I'm still part of that community, so I see stuff a lot. But like creators like us are partnering with The Sims and creating kits and packs that people can purchase. Imagine a creator who spent hours and hours and days and weeks working on this kit that's going to be released for some data miner to come and say, spoiler, this is coming, look at all this stuff, and it completely ruins the element of surprise and this announcement they were going to do and share this insane achievement that they had with their community because somebody leaked it before they could spread the word on their hard work. Like, no matter how you feel about it, no matter what way you look at it, if you have to look at the reality of it and understand that that is wrong and disrespectful to the person who worked on it. So no matter what the argument is, like, it is what it is. Unless they leak that information themselves and wanted it out there, you have to
and
say
it happens in everything. Like it happens in
movies, books.
music, books,
Yeah.
games, and it even happens in like I felt bad for what's his face, the football player that's the brother
Oh, like
of
his retirement thing got
the
leaked?
brother of
Yeah, that
Travis
was-
Kelce.
that
I
was
can't remember his
not-
name right now.
It was
Yeah,
like that guy.
they leaked his retirement before
Jason
he
Kelce.
said it, and then he like didn't get to have his moment because y'all already leaked it. It's like,
Right, it
stop
was already
that.
known.
Are you kidding me? Like, let the man
Yeah.
have his moment.
Yeah.
Ugh, that I don't know. It just upsets. I don't know. I just feel sad about it.
I try to scroll through socials, especially like I just try to
You're like-
squint. So if I do see it, it's a little blurry. I'm not gonna be able to make it out. Is that what I think it is? You know what's funny? If anytime I have come across a leak, I try to like shut my eyes as if that's gonna remove the memory from my mind.
memory from your eye.
Like, literally, if I see it, like I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna close my eyes.
I'm gonna erase it. I'm gonna erase it from my vision.
Literally erase it from my like. It's not happening, babe. You already saw it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. You know. It's what it is. I mean, I don't think it's going to change anything. Leaks are going to happen. Spoilers
Yeah.
are going to happen. But someone asked our opinion on it. I don't like it, personally. But I know some people do. So to each their own. And I will just accept that I will be spoiled.
It's the nature of what it is. Yeah.
I try not to be spoiled. I keep my eyes down, especially around certain dates. But me personally, yeah, I do not. I don't want to see a leak. I don't, because again, if I see the leak, I'll be disappointed. Am I going to be like mulling over it? No, but I am going to be disappointed. And then when I do see it in the game, it's going to be like, oh, well, I knew.
Like,
this
do
was
you
coming.
act like? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to act excited, or am I supposed to?
Wow, look at that mushroom house. Nobody could have guessed that one was coming. That's new.
Yeah.
New.
Like,
Never
oh
seen that
look, the mushroom house is here. Yay.
I just think I do think, okay, we're gonna go positive here for a second. I think that Gameloft does a great job of teasing enough things, but then always giving us extra. And so when I get the extra ruined for me, oh, it just grinds my gears,
It grinds
man.
my gears.
Yeah.
It
Grinds them
grinds
because
my
I'm like,
gears.
I'm so excited about the stuff I know about, and then, man, you can tell. You can tell when I stream and I don't know about what's coming. You can tell because I
Yeah.
am truly like so excited.
Completely like taken away.
But when I
Yeah.
know, it's like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
now I know everything.
Yeah, I totally 100% agree. I think DDV does a great job just being like, you're gonna get this, and then the day you get it, it comes with like 6 other things. You're completely blown away. I love that so much. It really does bring my excitement to a whole new level.
Especially with this past update, because this past update, I am on record saying I don't think this update is going to be big. Like there's receipts of me saying that because what they were like showing, it really felt like it was going to be
Oh my
nothing.
God. I was like, this
And
is
then the
so
day of, it was just so much. And the
Oh.
thing is, like half of it, unfortunately, did get ruined for me, because I didn't get a chance to play during the day because I was working during the day. So then I'm like, okay, I'll stay off of YouTube. Like, I can do that. I went on Twitter. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Can't go anywhere, honestly.
Bad idea. Half of it was ruined. Because I'm someone who played later. I didn't get to play, as soon as the update happened. So
yeah, I totally agree though. Like,
and that wasn't on Gameloft.
the Mike and Sully update though, I totally forgot, but like I would say the Mike and Sully might be one of the best free content updates that we've gotten so far.
It was really good.
So like they did tease very little and gave a lot. So
except you know what they didn't give?
Doors.
Baby, don't get me started on the doors. Don't get me started on those doors.
I've gotten one door.
Doors.
I've gotten one door since the update. One. The frozen one.
Listen,
that is the only door.
I've gotten a bunch of the doors now. I'm not using any more of those doors. I'm not using
Where
those doors.
is my plain wooden door? Like plain white.
What am I gonna do with a big gray box door? Where am I actually gonna put that? If y'all don't give me a plain, just the same, give me that same DDV door that we've had, the brown and green one, and just give it to me in plain white, black, brown, tan, whatever.
Or even add it as a touch of a magic item, and I'll do it.
And to keep tweeting about the doors was
crazy.
That was hilarious.
It's just like they keep tweeting and putting everything at an angle.
You're gonna get more doors. It's all about the doors.
They'll literally be like, you're gonna get more doors, and they'll put the door in the corner of the room. So it's literally in the crack of the corner of the room, knowing that none of us can actually put it there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Another thing we do need to talk about.
Yeah,
the building.
Touch of Magic.
The Touch of Magic building.
Assuming.
Assumptions. Okay.
I feel like that was a really good April Fool's joke, by the way, on their point. I think they did a really good job with that.
That was cute.
Yeah, It was cute.
I will say, I know everyone's saying Touch of Magic, whatever. I have not watched anyone's videos about this shop. I don't know. All I know is the pictures that we've gotten on Twitter. They did.
That's all I know too.
They did a picture with like a snowman in the window. This new building, it has snowmen in the window, and said it was a new shop coming. And then they said April Fools, and then they revealed that it is an actual shop that's coming, but they didn't say exactly what it was for. Everyone's assuming that it's Touch of Magic. I don't like Touch of Magic. I don't like Touch of Magic. I could care less if this is a Touch of Magic building.
But would you buy it if you could buy other people's designs? Or would you like it if you could buy other people's designs?
I don't know if I care that much. There's not enough that people can do with Touch of Magic for me to care. I would rather just wear the dresses and stuff that I can use in Dream Snaps. I can't use Touch of Magic in Dream Snaps.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't, which is the biggest.
So I will not put anything Touch of Magic in my valley because I do not want to go up there and have the perfect Dream Snap and then it's like, sorry, Touch of Magic is 2 biomes away. You can't submit it.
When that happens, I want it to riot.
Yeah, it really
'Cause it
should
was-
be a distance on that because
I was
yeah,
in
that's-
the Forest of Valor and it was picking up something like on the other side of my plaza. I'm like, you actually have to be kidding me.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
If this was the equivalent of custom codes in Animal Crossing, all day, every day, give it to me now. I need this feature. Like if I could start putting custom codes down as paths, as different stuff, I would love that. But
I think, yeah, I agree.
Touch of Magic is just a flop to me, and that could just be because I don't understand it, and
I've seen some really amazing stuff designed that like I would use inside. I don't know that I'd use anything Touch of Magic outside simply because of the Dream Snaps issue. I think that Touch of Magic is more so from a creator standpoint, another way to interact with the community. Like if they're going to do it in a way where it's like, hey, you can come shop my designs or whatever. I put them up. Here's my code. You can come look at my Touch of Magic designs. Then yeah, it's like a cool way you can interact with the community. I think if it is going to be a Touch of Magic building, it's going to be a very short-lived moment in the game. Like it's cool for the first week, and then it's just something that exists in the game that you don't really use a lot of. Again, because every week we're doing Dream Snaps, which means you have to either remove the stuff that's outside or in the vicinity, or you have to take it off your person. Now, it could be that the Touch of Magic is being introduced because they might be considering of letting Touch of Magic be in Dream Snaps.
Okay. And so why are we so certain that this is a Touch of Magic building? Does it have like a
I
Touch of
think
Magic
it's a-
symbol on it?
It
There
did,
is.
I think, on
There's
the,
like a shopping bag, and then inside the shopping bag is the Touch of Magic logo thing.
logo on it. See, I'm not completely against the Touch of Magic because I've used it, especially for like my indoor stuff. Like I've made some rugs and stuff like that. So that much I do like. I just feel like it's very limited as far as like the items that you can change colors on. And there's the bigger picture of it not being able to be used in Dream Snaps. Like if they ever had a storage room Dream Snap, I couldn't use mine. I would have to move my rug
all your
because
stuff.
yeah. So it's just like to have a whole building for a feature that we can't use in a main feature of the game. I don't know if that's the best idea.
Yeah, I think it really depends on how I really do think it depends on how they implement it and what all you can do with it.
Okay, but is it the actual, I need confirmation on this. Is it the actual Touch of Magic logo or it's just a paintbrush?
I'm pretty sure. Again,
me
this
pull
is
it back
just
up.
speculation for anybody watching. This is not confirmed coming to the game. They did not say it was a Touch of Magic building. We just see the picture. We can put it in maybe in chat too, but it just from us zooming in on the picture, what it looks like is it's going to be a Touch of Magic building of sorts. Yeah, I'm going to try to upload a photo into our chat so you can see.
Because some people are saying that the Dream Snaps logo also has a paintbrush on it.
Huh, I didn't think about that.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the logos in forever. I have no idea what any of them look like. But I just wonder, could it be something else entirely? Like, is this going to be some shop that we can go in and like customize furniture, customize, like different from Touch of Magic? I don't know why they would do that, but
I mean, it could be anything. It could be something related to Dream Snaps. I don't know what it would be.
Okay, now Becca, what would a Dream Snap building be? Like a photo studio, like a Harv's? I would love if we went to this building and it was like a portal to a different valley where I could go take Dream Snaps in a different universe.
I would absolutely
I would love.
Would be 10 out of 10. Give me different rooms with all the different biomes so I could take Dream Snaps.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to side note, back to what somebody was asking, something else we really need to see in game. Like more poses.
Yes.
Ability to control characters' poses when they come in. Like again, like there's a whole feature dedicated to taking pictures in the game. Like I need new facial expressions. I need more poses. I just need.
What if it was
And
that?
I
What
want
if it
that
was a
third
shop?
camera.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying for the camera, the third one
Mhm.
to be more free
Free,
range.
yeah.
Like it's not as
Yeah.
limiting as it is.
Right.
Okay, to look at chat, I just sent a picture
Okay.
of the outside of the building.
Okay. What if that what if it was like a Dream Snaps building and someone said, what if you could go like buy Dream Snaps items that had the tags for Dream Snaps?
Oh, that could be cool.
That would be
I like
cool.
that idea.
Okay, this does kind of look like Touch of Magic on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. That little paintbrush thing.
Touch of
And
Magic.
it's over a piece of clothing, not like
Yeah.
anything else, you know? Like remember, Dream Snaps is like for a photo. Touch of Magic is about designing clothes specifically.
Now what if they did remove the fact that you can't use Touch of Magic for Dream Snaps? Would you feel better about the building?
Oh, I'm going shopping. Yeah, like if for an outfit challenge. Now the problem with that though is how would tags apply? How could you how could they make tags apply to clothing needed like an outfit challenge for Dreams? I don't see that being possible unless they're going to make the tags based on colors. And the fact that it's a shirt, like if the tag is like playful and wondrous, like are they going
Like what if the shirt itself has like a wondrous tag, and as long as you're using that shirt regardless of what color it is?
Yeah,
it counts.
I totally use it. Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of times in my Dream Snaps where I'm like, if I could just make a rug right now, it would be the perfect addition because the rug that I'm looking for doesn't necessarily exist. But another thing I have to also add is that them adding this Touch of Magic building is great, but they're going to need to add more stuff to it to really make it beneficial. Like right now we have hats, backpacks, dresses. Like I need more. I need doors. I need the ability to customize high-waisted pants, shorts, skirts. Like we're limited on some of the items. Like we need basic windows. Like I just feel like I don't know, maybe I'm asking for too much, but I just feel like our way.
No, I think what adds to, I don't even want to say the frustration, but it's like, I think that I don't know what this building is, so it's hard for me to say.
Speculate.
But like, why are we doing this before giving me the other stuff? Why are you not giving me more facial expressions? I want sad. I want true anger, not just our little scary Halloween face. I want sad. I want anger. Like I want emotes in my facial expressions. I want poses. I want to be able to do things in my Dream Snaps, and I want to be able to emote like when people come over. Like these are the things that I want. I don't care right now about a Touch of Magic building.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, I know there's a community of people who love the Touch of Magic tool. So I can see this being very appealing to that group of people. Do I think it's like a high priority over the things that, like if y'all are working on this building right now, go ahead and let's
take a pause on that.
Let's take a quick breather. We're glad that is coming, but let's talk about some of these other things first. I think that is we need to take a step back.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
I'm not personally excited about this, but I also don't know exactly what it's going to be. So I could log on. Just like always, I have the right to change my opinion in the next 20 minutes if I want to. So when this comes out, it might be the best feature ever, and I come in here and I'm like, wow, I can't believe we lived without this. But right now, current Cato on April 10th of 2024 could not care less about this building. And like the thought of putting another building in my valley, because when I first saw this building, you know what I thought it was? And when I
A
first saw
skin?
the bakery, I thought these were skins for our current shops. Like I thought this was like a Scrooge shop skin. I thought the
I
bakery was like
wish.
a Shea Remy shop skin,
So desperate for
I
that.
wish.
not a Touch of Magic building.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and like if I was shopping for designs, like am I having to pay for these? Like am I having to pay coins for these? Like what?
Yeah, I threw around the idea that like if you are shopping for designs, that the creator of the design can maybe like set a
Make a
price.
money off of it?
Yeah, and they could make star coins off of it, like actual star coins. So it
Mhm.
could like entice players who maybe aren't using the tool as much that need money to maybe create some stuff, or it's just a fun way to make it feel like a real transaction. Maybe it's not money, maybe you give something else. I don't know. Like they can set what kind of resource or something that they
As long
want.
as it's not moonstones, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I
It
would.
can't be moonstones.
No, I don't think
I
a
won't be
single
paying a
person-
single moonstone for a Touch of Magic design.
It'd have to be single-handedly the greatest design I've ever seen in my life to even spend a single moonstone on a Touch of Magic item.
Yeah. No. And here's the thing. I think that Touch of Magic could be a great tool for even me if they would work on improving it. But they've shown no desire. Given me no reason to think that they
But
plan on improving it.
We've got 100 motifs. We have
But I can't
40
even
new
go in there.
motifs.
I can't
I don't-
even go in there and size something and then just duplicate it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can
I don't
never
like
get
that the-
something that's like
Yeah.
exactly the same. Like I can mirror it, but I don't always want to mirror it. I want to just
Yeah.
bam, 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 duplicate something or what. And I just can't be
I hope
bothered.
I'm not overstepping by saying this, but I wouldn't suggest that the Touch of Magic tool is beginner friendly or user friendly at the moment. Like I catch on to things pretty quick. I'm not terrible at the Touch of Magic tool, but is it an enjoyable experience for me? Not necessarily.
No.
I don't feel like it's very easy to use.
Jade is calling me out for getting all the motifs. One day, Jade, we will be using them for something and you will thank me. And I want you to remember this moment.
Remember this moment, Jade.
And
Remember.
and you will be in the chat saying, man, Kato was right. I'm so glad that I got this turkey leg motif.
Okay,
'Cause
wait.
I
Not
need
the
it right
turkey
now.
leg motif.
Oh, the turkey leg motif was great though. Come on. Had a little gravy. Harley said, what if the Touch of Magic tool was used to create villager outfits?
I still don't like it because I still hate it. I don't
Oh, you don't like using it? Yeah.
I don't
You
like
don't like
using
using the
it.
tool.
The only thing I
Mhm.
like is just making a shirt that's one solid color that I don't have. Like there are
Yeah.
certain times I want to use like a cardigan and I'll go in there and I'll just make a white cardigan and wear it because I don't have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason. I still don't like it because I
Becca and
still
Chris, the
hate
first
it.
ones. Oh, that blanket is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
That is
Isn't
cute.
it? So cute.
I love
It's
her.
got-
That
all
is so
kinds of
cute with
stuff
all the
on
little
it.
veggies.
It's got
I
a
can't-
potato
would
on
have
here
it.
somewhere. I don't know.
That's so cute.
But yeah.
Kato's
All the-
cardigan shop.
Corn.
I will make it. Kato's cardigan shop and it's all just solid color.
One color.
Cardigan.
Pay me 50 moonstones per cardigan.
For your
That's actually hilarious.
Oh my gosh. No, because what they should be focusing on is giving me Belle's outfits
Oh,
Yes.
in every different color. Give me
yeah. Make a shop that's specific for all of the villagers' clothing. Just make it separate. From
I just don't
Scrooge's
know
at
why
this point.
why we don't have
Okay, what if it
all
was
of the
that
villagers'
though?
clothing.
Oh, I go insane.
What if
Imagine
it's
if it was
not Touch of
Moonstone.
Magic and it's you can take an item in there and just change the color of it that you couldn't previously.
Now we'd be talking
Oh,
about something.
Now we're talking.
We'd be talking about something right now. We be talking about something right now.
Because
I'd make
that
a
a
formal
dye
announcement.
shop. Oh
A dye
my
shop?
gosh.
And imagine if the dye shop wasn't for, it was like for everything. Dye. You could dye furniture a
Like
different color.
furniture and clothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
don't
would
tease
be
me with a
good.
good time.
But even if it was just the clothing, like if I could just take the stuff that I have and go change the color of it. Oh my god.
Especially because there's some items that will have like 2 or 3 colors of it, and then that's it. And I'm like, why do we not have every color cardigan?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know? Why do we not have every color turtleneck? I don't.
Again, it's those little things that kind of make it feel unpolished sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
JoJo,
Like high-waisted jeans.
don't even talk about the Moana dress.
it should be, and it's still, I think it should be, you get one of the item and then you can swatch it.
Click it and swatch it. Yeah.
I don't understand.
And there's just, I mean, we could get into every little nitty gritty detail of the quality of life updates. I mean, it's even the same thing with the trees. The trees should be a clickable swatch pick. I say that all the time. I mean, there are just so many improvements that could make some of the aspects of the game more enjoyable, but
Not the command. I still don't,
wait, where is it?
I still don't like it because I still hate it.
That was fast, and I actually love that.
Oh my
I still don't like
gosh.
it because I still hate it.
Because I still hate it.
But it's true. I still, yeah. No. Oh my gosh.
All right,
What else
there
do we
anything-
hate? Chat, what else do you hate? No, what else do you want us to talk about? Since I've
Yeah, did we
basically
miss anything?
I don't think
since
we
I've pooped all
did.
over everything and y'all are still here. I'm sure a lot of you are upset, but
How Dream
Are y-
Snap rewards
Are y'all
broken?
mad at us? Y'all
Yeah,
mad at us?
the fact that I can't log in and get my Dream Snap Moonstones at the exact time.
that's
in the morning,
annoying.
like, have y'all been noticing? Like mine's been coming at like 10 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon. Like
I have to every time I have to log in, save to cloud, log back out, log in again
yeah.
to get
And
it.
then get my moonstones. I've been
Yeah.
having to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not able to go in and just grab them.
Yeah. They
So-
got their work cut out for them when they do release an update. The patch list is going to be extensive.
Yeah.
How
Maybe.
long?
Maybe. We're assuming.
Maybe.
Jackie, thank you for the super chat earlier, by the way. Receiving Dream Snaps rewards is also broken. You need to exit out of the game and load in the end of them. Yeah, thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie.
I agree.
I
That's
think-
annoying.
I'm really worried about how I'm going to feel if this whole running glitch thing is not resolved by the next update.
Yeah, I don't know.
What if
Because-
it's not?
For me, that is just.
I
it's
wouldn't be
very
able to
discouraging
play.
For me.
Yeah.
I can't play. I can't stream it. I can't play it on my own time. I can't enjoy it. Like, so for me, that really does push me in the direction of just doing other things until they can rectify that situation, unfortunately, because it is a bug that's like, that makes my game unplayable. I don't know. I don't know a lot of people with this bug or this issue. I know that some people say that they have it sometimes, but like, it's just not.
Yeah. It doesn't happen for me as much as it happened for you. It happened to me the other day for like a second and then it stopped.
Yeah.
And you haven't noticed any correlation to like something else being open or
Nope. I close out everything on my game. I've repaired files. They've told me to uninstall the game, reinstall it. I've checked for all of the little critter houses that are hanging around. That's not the issue. I've done everything, and they're just like, yeah, we're aware of it.
Oh yeah, does
Like,
it ever happen
literally-
on your Steam Deck?
It doesn't happen on my Steam Deck, or hasn't happened yet. It only happens on my PC.
So
And
I
again,
wonder-
it happens only outside or inside. I've tried changing all of my graphic settings to extremely low. That doesn't fix it. I try exiting out of the game, coming back in. Like my
Hmm.
graphic settings aren't even on 2K. Like I could be in 2K 1.0. It doesn't matter.
And so
That's so
And again, remember, this glitch is new. Like, I haven't changed anything about my PC. I haven't changed anything
Right.
about my game. Like this,
Mhm.
I never had a running glitch. It just randomly popped up one day. So
yeah. I wouldn't be able to play with that. Yeah,
oh, and another thing I noticed, I saw somebody talking about this in chat. Sorry, I'm jumping around. But like the male character, I played with the male character the other day and I'm like, why do they run like that? Why do they run like that? They're literally like,
oh yeah,
it's
show
like-
us.
show us.
Like it's so like wonky. Like I can't even do it. It's like mobile game. Like I feel like they run slower and they're just like bouncing. I feel like they're just in the same place but moving. Like this is them getting around. I'm like, what's happening? I was like, they look goofy.
I think the girl characters look goofy when they have heels on though. That's like,
yeah, I mean,
I don't know how to
they're
It
describe.
looks like their ankles are getting ready to break.
Yeah. Well, and the masculine characters don't have clothes
A
to
lot of
wear.
clothing options.
listen, the
No,
masculine
which is not
characters
fair.
in that game were forgotten about. Literally, the forgetting forgot. The forgetting also got the male characters and they forgot.
She forgot about the male characters.
They don't have nothing.
Yep.
The last item that they got that was like masculine was some loafers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they weren't even cute loafers.
Bless y'all hearts. Oh my gosh.
It's either a full-on suit or sweatshirt, no in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us some baggy. Give us some cool stuff.
Give us some oversized stuff.
Oversized, like, I hate to say modern, but like modern stuff. Give us what's in style right now, along with all of the cool Disney stuff. Like, I want
Yeah.
both.
Yeah. Again, so much of the male clothes could be worn on female body types too. It's
Right.
like there's no reason why they just completely neglected male characters.
Justice for men.
Brian, I'm done.
Yeah, baggy jeans. I
Or
just wonder
jeans
if
that
it's
aren't
harder
skin
for them
tight.
to make it. I don't know.
Chris, you don't like jeggings?
Yeah, the jeans are skin tight.
Okay, I see, like, are most men playing with the like female avatars?
Avatars?
Sorry, I got a message from my Mr. K. What would you guys say?
Are most men playing with female avatars?
I don't know. I feel like some. I don't know if it's most, but I think some are.
Yeah.
Definitely, they're probably switching for Dream
I feel like a
Snaps.
lot of them do.
I think they need to do an overhaul too of like I
The clothing?
love the skin, like being able to change the skin
Mhm.
color, doing all the cool monster stuff, but like, okay, now's the time you need to give us more body inclusivity. You need to go ahead and do all of that stuff now. Like, you've had enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us some options here because
Mhm.
it's been a little too long, and I think they could easily add that.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I think they also, I know that they gave us the speed boost recently with like, being able to glide and stuff, but I think they need to
Mhm.
overhaul the running system in the game.
Yes.
Like,
Let me
without
jump.
food, like the speed boost, I'm moving at the same speed that your character should just normally
To be
run.
running. Hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
When you're not on speed boost, you're basically running in slow motion.
I feel like I'm
So
walking
your slow
backwards.
motion is like,
My slow motion is slower than slow motion. It's almost frozen in time. It's giving stuck in goop, quicksand. It's giving something else. But like, we need to move. We need to just normally run at the speed we do when we have the speed boost, and then the speed boost should just make us like fly, like
Mhm.
soar. through.
Yeah. And I never realized how slow we actually run in DDV until I play other games. And then I come back to DDV and I'm like, oh My
wow.
goodness.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We are not moving.
Yeah.
Play Fortnite for a few hours, and then I'm trying to like jump and slide around my
That
valley,
was
and then I log on, and I'm like,
that was literally how it was
Taking a
when I played
leisurely
Palia.
stroll.
a Palia
the
too.
first-
You run so fast in Palia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I came back from playing Palia for the first time, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So slow.
Yeah.
Man, we had a lot of complaints tonight.
I feel so much better.
I do too. Does everyone
Me
else feel
too.
better?
We needed to purge.
Thanks for letting us vent, guys.
I
Wow.
We love you.
Now,
think
again, should we leave it
still
on a
love the
positive
game.
note? Yeah. Should we say our favorite thing about the game?
favorite thing overall or favorite.
Whatever.
Okay, yeah, I
Maybe
can.
overall.
Let me think of a positive thing.
Excuse
No. I'm good. I'm
Let
good.
me- I don't know. I don't like it. I still hate it. What's the command?
Kato said, I'll go last.
I still hate it.
No, let me go first so y'all don't steal mine. Uh,
You're stalling.
no, I love. Okay, I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I love the skin colors. I love the customization of the characters, the eye colors, the different eye looks, the spirals, the hearts.
Yep.
Kato likes to save and quit. No, I think they killed it with that, and I think they need to go all out with other features like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
we
I agree.
need them to do that level of improvement on everything else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay.
I have two. I think my one, I love, like you guys mentioned earlier, how they go above and beyond when they do release updates. And so far from what we've seen, especially with the free content update, that they have just like really proven to us that they do put a lot of heart into kind of like what they're giving us and what we can expect. The commands are crazy. So I love that part of it. And I also just love the overall aesthetics of the game and all of the items that we can get. Like Eternity Isle, the Rift in Time DLC, like there's nothing about that set of stuff that you can craft or get that I don't just love. I love how all the food looks. I love all the new gems. I love all the new furniture. I think like even if you just zoom in on these items, like there's so much detail.
Yeah.
They are so well designed and crafted. I absolutely love it. So, and it's another reason why I've enjoyed decorating so much in this game, because there's so many cool different items. So
I gotta
and
stop
that's
reading
similar-
chat.
And that's
Yeah.
similar for me too. That's similar for me too. Like I said, just looking at the game, I still think it's a beautiful game. I still think the items and everything that we can decorate with, the skins that we receive, the way that we can customize that character. There are things in this game that I feel like I don't have with other games. So it's not like DDV doesn't still have its own place, right? And I think that's why we felt the need to have to vent a little bit, because we do truly love the game as a whole. There are just things that genuinely need to be fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I hope
I
we can
also
all move away from this knowing that we just need to get it off our chest, okay? And then I'm sure this week we're all going to be streaming Dreamlight Valley. It's going to be great. We're all going to be unicorns and rainbows again. But like, it just needed to be talked about, because I was feeling like every stream for Dreamlight Valley I was doing, like I wanted to be talking about it, but I didn't want to like bring my stream down. So I feel good to just like have this discussion. It's there, and now like I can go back to enjoying the things that I can enjoy, and just like y'all know where I stand about these things, and I don't have to continue talking about them. Like I can just be like, okay,
exactly.
True.
y'all go watch the Valley Talk. Like that's how I feel about everything. But now I'm going to be focusing on like I've got questing to do. I've got dream snaps to do. You know, like it's
And also understanding that this is the space that we've created together to do that. Like, I hope that everybody understands, like, this podcast was not created with the intention of only talking about positives or only talking about negatives, or like the whole point of the podcast is for us to come together as a community and be able to express and share all of the different things, good or bad, that are happening with the game. Talk about those things, hope for improvements. We hope to continue to grow. We hope to get this podcast on the ear of somebody on their team. Like, we have big ambitions for it, and you know, big dreams for the game. So it's just like, this is the place where we're going to come to talk about our own feelings, our community's feelings, just like everything in general about DDV. So like setting the expectation to know that like we're not always going to have a positive outlook on everything. And that's the point of the podcast, is to talk. It's to just talk through those things. I think is really important for everybody to understand.
Yeah.
Great.
Brian, thank you for the super chat. My favorite thing about DDV is being able to discover so many streamers.
Oh,
Thanks,
Brian.
Brian.
Love you, Brian.
Okay. Y'all feel good about where we are?
I do.
Is that good?
I feel
Okay.
I do.
All right. Well, okay, Steph, can y'all tell everyone where to find you on the internet?
Steph, you go first.
Okay, you can find me on the YouTubes, all social platforms, all Steph Games on all of them. Obviously, I play DDV and all the cozy stuff. So, yeah, I can be found everywhere.
All Stephen Games.
All
Make
Stephen
sure you guys
Games.
lock that in. Subscribe. Check Steph out. Steph's
Check
amazing.
out her merch too. She's released merch and look how cute it is.
The merch is adorable. Please make sure
It's
y'all
so
check out Steph's
good.
merch. Really so good.
So
I love
good.
it. My stuff is in the mail, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
It is.
And as you guys know, my name's Kay, also known as Let's Play Kay. I'm here on YouTube. I do variety gaming and streaming multiple times a week. I'm also on Twitter and TikTok, so you guys can find me there as well. I'm also on Instagram, just not as active over there, but all the tags are at Let's Play Kay. So hope to see you guys there. I'd love to see you on a stream.
Yes, definitely go check out Steph and Kay if you haven't already. Jade, thank you for the 15 months. Thanks, ladies, for the talk. Love y'all. Love you, Jade.
We love you back.
Y'all can find me here on YouTube at Console Kato. I'm over on Twitter too if you want my hot takes over there. But that's all for episode 12 of Valley Talk.
Thank
We
you so
love
much for
y'all.
having me again, ladies.
Yeah,
You're
thanks
so
for joining
welcome.
us, Steph.
Yeah, thank you for coming on to rant.
Yes.
Thank you all
Love a
for
good
listening
vent
to us
sesh.
rant and having a vent sesh with you all. And thank you for sharing your opinions with us and trusting your time with us and all of that. We appreciate you guys so much.
And we love you if you agree, and we love you if you disagree.
Yes.
'Cause
Yes.
we can do that. We can all have a conversation, and it's great. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.